now we should be good, right? I think we're good now. Let me know. I'm pretty sure you can see. Holy shit, the music is loud as fuck. All right, hold on 1 second. Who did this? Who set up? Who hacked me? All right. Music should be good now. Yeah, I wasn't ready, TCB. That's what I'm saying, Van VTuber. What's up, guys? What's up, 3Day? I'm not ready. I've heard. Oh God. Okay. Bro, wasn't the chapter supposed to come out late? Like, I heard that the chapter was coming out a day later, and then they're like, "No, we're coming out 12 hours early." I was in the middle of so many things. I had so many things to do. But as you guys know, I leave Thursdays like largely blocked off. Just in case Thursdays are blocked off like that. So good thing I almost scheduled something for this time today. Oh wait, do I? Oh God, do I? No, I think I'm good. I think that's tomorrow. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, so whatever it is, we're here. Let me know. I shouldn't be lagging right now. I shouldn't be lagging. A few seconds ago, I was lagging. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so wait, hold on. Before we start, oh, that's why I'm lagging, because I have a stream open. It should be better now. Let me just make sure we're good. It might lag for a little bit. Let me just clear up these things. As you guys realize, the chapter blitzed you and the chapter blitzed me, and so we're all being blitzed. But you know what's better than that? We're all getting knocked up together. Oda is 100% knocking us up. Oh my God, why do I have all these streams open? They're not even like One Piece streams. These are all like Valorant, League, TFT. I think I had an Elden Ring stream open because I'm trying to... Well, no, actually not Elden Ring. What was it? Oh, D&D. Because I do have that. I am interested in that in the future. But, all right, hold on. Let me just close. The stream needs to close. Yo, what's... Okay, hold on. It's lagging. Okay, it's lagging. Do. Are we good? Computer? Are we good, homie? And last but not least, oh God, this, and this. Okay. Should be, oh, okay. Super chats. Whoa, we're getting super chats. Monkey D. Usopp, dope ass chapter. Next chapter about to be fire. You're already on the next chapter. Let me get knocked up by this chapter. I ain't ready for the next chapter. All right, so we should be good now. Let me know if the audio's good. Someone in YouTube chat said Oda got them pregnant twice. Yo, I mean, and if they're not in the YouTube chat, okay, so they're in the knock-up stream. They're in the right place. Dan Demand, Par, miss you, brother. Is the Par pillow out yet? Yes, it is. Wait. Oh my, my wife has the Par pillow over there. It's going to, so it was up. I took it down, but there's it's coming back. We got a surprise though. I'm streaming with Morge on Sunday, and he just got his surprise. He took a selfie with it. He's super happy. So hopefully we can debut that on my stream on Sunday. But that being said, let me just. Apparently, I need a drink up for this chapter. Not like, water. I mean flavored water, but like not like drinking. I'm not ready for this chapter. Oh, I need a haircut. Oh, that was what I was supposed to schedule today. A haircut. Right. I'll do that next week. It's fine. All right. So we're good. Yeah. Read first. Don't read the chats. Yep. So that's generally what I do with with these situations. I just read the trusted names. Oh, Sebastian, this chapter impregnating Par for sure. Yo, welcome. Nice to see you here, Sebastian. Nice to see you, Aton. That's what I do when I look at the chat, and I know you guys are spoilers. Sammys, some of you guys are in there. Not you guys. You guys, the homies that came in early. I know you guys. You guys know me. But I read the trusted names, and then I go. Yeah, painting the... If anyone's knocking Par up, it's gonna be me. Yeah, she has my pillow over there. So, that being said, let's get into this one. So let me just get the computer set up with my drawing stuff. Is that... No, I don't need the pillow. I mean, you can't... Actually, yeah, you want to... Dan Demand, the person who got the statue. Yeah, he was asking about it. It is out... And, oh, so it used to be right here, but my wife got like a really cool thingy, like a light up thingy. You guys can't really see it, can you? Not in this color, but yeah, this is the pillow, part pillow. So once I get my setup, we're rocking it. Matt Cypher, Par, you have an update on Discord. Fuck. Hey, can one of the... Okay, hold on. Let me just take care of that real quick. Definitely need to do that. Need to let the Discord... I promised the Discord they'd be the first to know, but apparently the last to know. Great. Oh no, Discord. Wait, my computer should be able to handle Discord right now because we're gonna bring on Psy later. So... Please tell me it's not gonna lag. We're on live right now for chapter 1060. I heard this is a big one. Strap in. Oda is gonna leave us sore. Apparently. Allegedly, we're all gonna leave with sore bumholes. Apparently. If you roll that way. I mean, I don't, but like you might. And you know, it's all about you guys, not me. So hold on. Let me just let me get this sorted away. Let me get the color, and we're prepped. This should not lag my stream. There. Oh, that's too thick. That is too thick. Oh no. Hello. Stop it. There we go. Back. A little bit smaller. Oh no, it made it bigger. All right, so we are squared away then. I got the thing. Oh wait, time limits in a bit. Discord. Oh wow, thank you, Mod. Sorry that I was ignoring you. All right, we're here. We're finally here. We're set up. This is visible on the screen. It is. I would like it to be brighter, but it's fine. Stop that. One more. Okay, cool. Oh wait, one. Okay. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in to the knock-up stream. We are reading chapter 1060. Just got released. It was released early. It blissed all of us. I won't be reading the chat as much, but once I get through the chapter, if you guys are tuning in new, I generally take a little bit to get through the chapter because I let my thoughts flow. So strap in. I know I am. And whoa, okay. Wait, hold on. How do I... Oh, I scroll like this. Okay. All right, so we're going to get started then. It's Seb again. Had to switch accounts to hit the double like. Thank you, Sebastian. Thank you. All right, so let's see. We have more up close official coloration of Gear 5. I was just asking about this last stream. Like, yeah, so we have the official, I mean, volume 103 gave it to us, but this is close up. If there was any questions, it's answered now. I think I might make a theory off of this, though. I think it's time to get that video out. Is there anything else crazy? Sakamoto days. All right, let's see what Oda's note is. It says, Ek out Green's live show. I was moved by their use of my illustration. Man, they've sure got some great tunes. I have no idea what this is, but I guess we'll check this out later. Whoa, okay. Wait, left hand Zorro. Hello, wait, Chopper's the left hand and Nami's the right hand. Just kidding. Oh wow, we're given some. What? Why are we putting skulls on Sanji? Can we not put skulls on Sanji? Is there anyone else with skulls? Wait, hello? I mean, Brook is a skull, so there's that. Interesting. Watto. We stand for liberty, and it's a polar. Okay, this is gonna go into a future video. Some of the mods know. That's crazy that we're just throwing. This is a polar bear, right? What the heck? Has there ever been a polar bear? Polar bears are. Wait, is this Beppo? This is what Beppo should. Why does he have a cig in his mouth or nose? What the heck? Interesting. Anything else? Anything else noteworthy? I mean, noteworthy. Noteworthy. Aw, Chopper, you're in the way. You're in the way of prime time. Hello? Oh no, am I lagging? I might be lagging right now. Should be good, should be good. Let's see. Alright. Cover request by Iwasaka. I want to see an updated version of the bonus coloring page from Volume 8 with all 10 members. Oh, wow. Okay, so Volume 8. We'll check that out later. Okay, we're getting to... Oh, I didn't even re-register the chapter name. Luffy's Dream? What? What? Wait, what? No, this chapter is not going to tell us Luffy's real dream, right? Oh, no way in hell. This is a lie. He'd never kill Vivi's dad. That's crazy. They finally read the newspaper. Okay, finally. This makes so much sense now. We're getting the... This was supposed to happen a long time ago. Okay, so they just got that. That's cool. Well, not cool, but we'll see what's happening now. So now, if we're framing this chapter, Vivi, Sabo, we get an update. And if we go back to the way things were left off, Sabo and Vivi were left. Sabo called at the Reverie. We still don't know about Vivi. Vivi's missing. It would make sense. It makes sense with the hold on, give me 1 second. 1 second. Alright, I'm back. But yeah, wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. Vivi's left. Oh, okay. So Kuma slap. Maybe not, because Kuma's there with the revolutionaries, right? Sabo, we still don't know, but he called. A lot of people thought that was like he was captured, fake, whatever. We don't know. Cliffhanger. I guess we're getting that updated. The Vivi situation. Fuck. Okay, alright. Let's just read. Sabo wouldn't do something like this in a million years. I'm with you there. The Revolutionary Army is against the world nobles, not regular kings. Yes. Okay, so that was one of the main things. They would be upset. Robin would know that. That's a great point. I didn't even remember that part. Well, I knew that she was... But she giving that insight, that's important. Revolutionary Army declares war on Celestial Dragons. Yes. King Cobra of Arabasta assassinated by Revolutionary Chief of Staff Sabo. His daughter, Princess Vivi, is missing. Okay. Set course for Arabasta right now? Like I've been saying, what good is that going to do? That man's dead. Besides, Vivi was last seen at Marijois. And one of the missing links at Marijois that we saw the Revolutionary Army, Kuma, Celestial Dragons, and the main thing being, and this is what I said to Hidden, is the premise where Yarouge and Bonney, they need to come back into play, but we're focused on warlords here. So if they're not coming back into play in this regard, maybe we don't get an update here fully. But I do want to know Sorbet Kingdom, because that's when that chapter, what was chapter 1054, 1056, one of those, I like that one. But it was so hard to, because we don't know anything about Sorbet Kingdom. But Sorbet Kingdom, Kuma, Bonney, connection, bring everything together. Then let's go. Luffy just wants to go everywhere. Okay. Huh? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what is this? Wait, what the fuck? Are we heading to, he's in the bed. Okay, he's on the hey, everyone is memeing me on TikTok because I said multiple times Caribou would be on the ship, and all the Caribou haters were like, fuck you. And I'm just like, I'm not like, you know, softly, but I was just like, he's important, he has to be, he's right there next to, oh my goodness, yo, we weren't memeing. I guess Carrot could be in a barrel now too, all right, but definitely not locked up. Why is he locked up? Are we heading to Marijois? Not good. Damn. Ooh. Why is he? I mean, I get going to Marijois is dangerous, but I wonder if that relates to the special person. A lot of people thought it was Vegapunk, but like, no, he's not a Marijois. Okay. You moron, that's the den of the enemy. You want to take on Navy HQ. Damn straight, what's wrong, Zorro? You chicken? Yo, why are we calling out Zorro? Simmer down, I'm just saying we don't have any leads. Okay. Ooh, wow, where are you, Vivi-chan? How are you feeling? Please be safe. Okay. Okay. Vivi's dad is dead? Thank you, but he was so nice even to us pirates. Yeah, he was the best king around. I'm not false? I mean, what about King Neptune? He was pretty good to you. Come on, he tried. Usopp, why we don't have to say the best. King Neptune was pretty dope. Torn between worrying about Vivi and worrying about how she's taking all this. I like how nobody gives, I mean, not nobody gives a fuck, but like, yeah, it is for Vivi, right? It's interesting. Okay. We did get this panel. So Nami worried. Look at this worry. She's pacing, spinning. She's so confused. This is exactly because they're like sisters. Seems like this year's Reverie was quite tumultuous. This is the same bro we met in Dressrosa, right? Oh yeah, so like Frankie's just like, he talked to Sabo a lot, I'm pretty sure, in that room. I've never known anyone to be discontent with the way Arabasta... How do you know that, bro? How do you know that? Huh? What? Hold on. How do you know that? You've been on a ship for 50 years. What are you supposed to know? Is that a clue into where Brook is from? I mean, not Arabasta, but there's some kind of... To say it like this is interesting. I mean, then it's just like, okay, he was definitely in a thing that was associated with the world government. That's probably... I can't take it anymore, Vivi. Where are you? That does it. We're gonna go save her. How does this chapter leads to Luffy's dream? Let's do it. All of you knock it. Oh, we're getting Zorro lines. Okay. All of you knock it off. Luffy, remember what you said about Ace that one time? Oh God, why is my mouse scrolling on its own? It's possessed. Doesn't want me to see the chapter. And then Luffy with the, oh, I really like this this drawing of Luffy. I like it. Ace, this is going in the thumbnail. Ace has his own adventures. You trusted him to make his own way up until the point where he actually... Yes. That's why Marijois was never next. Because until push comes to shove, if it's just like they don't know where Sabo is, he's not going to intervene. But if it's like Sabo is being executed, that's different. That is different. And they don't have that news yet. Okay. All right, so this is all lining up. And going back to the other thing, it's like the news was like he's like flame god, whatever, emperor, but the main thing that they saw was that he killed the king, right? That was what the synthesis that Oda wants. Declares war on the thing and then killed by Sabo, right? So the thing about Vivi is there's more ways than one that she's missing, right? Either she's with Sabo, but it's like if Kuma made it back, Vivi would be with them. Right now it's Sabo. And if she's with Eam, then we do expedite the timeline. And the other option was that I said, was it on call with Sai? I think it was with Sai. Was the aging thing, Bonney's aging Vivi down to being a child. So then they see her, but then she's just missing because they don't recognize her. Now, okay. So why underestimate Vivi? She can hold her own. If the opportunity presents itself, we can pitch in then. But in the meantime, have faith and quit belly aching. You can't stop us from worrying. You're in... Yo! Wait! Okay, you guys don't know. Okay. I can't. Redact that. None of you guys saw anything. I didn't circle shit. Are they calling Zorro a flout? Bro, what? Is this... Okay, you guys don't get it. You guys... Zorro is a fucking plant, guys. Zorro is a plant. What the fuck? That's crazy. A play on words? The green mum flower? Yo, Zorro's a plant. Alright, I'm just gonna circle this, and you guys don't know the full context of why I'm circling this. But are we saying, is this multiple lines saying Zorro is a plant? Oh god, hold on. Whoo! Okay, there are a lot of developments while we were in Wano. Finally, reading the goddamn... Oh, this is so frustrating. Why are they fighting again? More elemental hockey. And things seem to be escalating fast. Okay. The abolishment of the warlords drove those elite back to the seas. Those elite pirates back to the seas. As a result, okay, we got Cross Guild. As the Cross Guild was founded, and Buggy the bombastic clown. Is that the proper translation? I thought it was the genius jester. I might be tripping up. You know, it's Buggy D God or Buggy D Clown, but like, is it bombastic clown or genius jester? There has to be some mix up. Okay, so Luffy's still like very confused. Yes, someone has to clear it up. Where are we gonna get this? Are we... So then, okay, if we're getting this here, then we're probably not heading to... We might still be heading to Vera then. If the next island is... I thought that this was gonna happen on Vera, because I didn't think that they had the newspapers. Okay. Luffy, there are other familiar names in here. Would you like to hear the news about them too? Nah, I'll leave it up to you. Just tell me if there's anything big to keep an eye on. Okay, I'll do that. I wouldn't want to overload you with information. Yes. Sabo's innocent. Definitely. He had a real strict upbringing. He just wants to make sure no one else has their freedoms taken the way he did. Damn, wow, this is really big brain of Luffy to say. Is this Luffy or is this Nika? Like, hello? He had a real strict upbringing. He just wants to make sure no one else has their freedoms taken away. Is this actually Luffy saying this? Good on you, Luffy. What the heck? Wow, look at him psychoanalyzing his brother. He knows exactly what's up. What a good guy. I want to see the world and write a book about it. Oh, flashback. Okay, my turn. I'm gonna... The three of us swore an oath. Me? Are we... No, it's gonna be a... The three of us swore an oath. Me, him, and Ace. And I said I'd... Huh? What did you say? What? He told the crew! There's no way... Wait, the Sunny too? The Sunny's like literally, what the fuck did this man say? What did he say? Like literally even the Sunny. The boat is alive. The boat is alive. Mihawk is a sword. The boat is alive. Zorro's a plant. This chapter. I mean, Oda. Oda, keep it up back there. Good job, Oda. Woo, yeah, nice one. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay. Oh my god, the crew hears his dream finally after 1060 chapters. And this is their reaction. Oh god, there's gonna be so much rereading of this. Come on, there's no way anyone can do that. But I'll have a shot if I become king of the pirates. I don't even, who's saying this? Usopp? I don't even know how you come up with this stuff. Huh? I've never mentioned this to any of you before. No, Luffy. Luffy, you haven't. Luffy, you haven't mentioned it to any of us before. Come on. No, but it wouldn't have made much of a difference. Oh, wait, I read this wrong. This sounds great. It's perfect. Chopper, I think, needs to check his head. Wow, even Robin. Robin usually supports Luffy's crazy ideas. It's like, wow, that's exciting. Like, I feel like usually Robin isn't like, she's more like, and then like laughing it off. Oh, wow, Chopper. Whoa, I didn't, oh, wow. That's a very, he's the first. Okay, well, Chopper. Huh, interesting. Since it's impossible. No, but it wouldn't have made much of a difference since it's impossible. That means I only told Shanks, Ace, Sabo, and this is the perfect place to put Uta in. Ace, Sabo, Uta, and me. We know you told Uta. It was in the episode. Alright, the episodes aren't canon now. This is directly in conflict. You told Uta. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. How did they react? They all laughed. Oh, and Shanks had some tears rolling down his face. Okay, that's what I want. At the end of my dream. Oh my god. What is it? What is it? Oda, stop blue balling us, bro. It's the knock up stream. Knock us up. Oh wow, the chapter's still going. Oh shit. I don't know why I thought the chapter was going to be like done soon. Wow. Well, I joined this crew willingly, so I can't say it's not my problem. I sure picked a troublesome captain. Continues to laugh. Jinbei's laughing. Laugh. Okay. Interesting. You can really analyze this. Oh, I feel like Oda gave us some strong clues here. With everyone's reactions. That's awesome, Luffy. Your dream's amazing. It sure sounds like you. Since you gotta be Pirate King to make that even possible, we better find that last road poneglyph. It's off to Laugh Tale. You make it sound so easy, Frankie. How do they know that you have to be Pirate King to make that possible? What does that mean? He wants to make everyone in his pirate, like every pirate is underneath him. No, but the Grand Fleet, he didn't want that. It's been a long time since that poneglyph was last seen. We don't even have a clue on where to look. So we're talking about the Fishman Island poneglyph, correct? Fishman Island. It's kind of interesting. It's a party. Yeah, I mean... Party, you know, the idea. I have my own thoughts about the surrounding the party, but like, I mean, if you've seen the last video and then Hidden Island's full video, you get an idea of where we're going with. But if you watch my last video, you understand what I'm talking about. Let's see. Okay, so we're swapping. Navy HQ, you mean McDonald's. Whoa, wait a second. Was there always like a little thingy? Was there always like a little birdhouse on top? What the fuck? Wait, did you guys ever notice that? There's a little birdhouse thing up top. Oh god, this is so perfect for future video. This view of it. We've intercepted transmission. It's from Flame Emperor Sabo. Okay. To Flame Emperor Sabo to the Kamabaka Kingdom. Okay, so we are getting an update. Where is it coming from? We have to pinpoint the origin. He's not using a white transponder cell. I've been talking about those. Okay, yeah, I mean, because they were only on in the Revolutionary Army. They had them. They're super rare. The only way to counter the black Denden Mushis, which are right here. These are all black Denden Mushis, the wiretap ones. Okay. Okay, so this tab might lag out, so we're gonna swap over. I don't want to. Let's see. Don't want to lag out. I'll check the bits and super chats after I'm done reading the chat. Sorry about reading the chapter. He must be desperate. I doubt he'll speak for long, but like, he could just fly. We've traced his position. Where is he? Lulusia Kingdom. Lulusia or Illusia? Wait, was it Illusia? Wait, hold on, give me 1 second. Lulusia Kingdom. Was this the... Oh, so this is where, chapter like 802, 803, something like that? No, 900, 903. That's when the Peachbeard thing can't happen? Peachbeard was wearing Momo's belt? Okay. Alright, so that town. Gotcha. Lulusia. Really now? That's one of the 8 nations that rebelled a few days ago. It would have been an ideal place for Sabo to seek refuge. Gotcha. Oh, wow. We get an emu picture. Gorosei, close up on on this dude. And then Preach calls this guy... Was it Preach? Preach calls this guy John Fall, right? Chamber Flowers. Does this mean Eam is hearing this? What is Eam hearing exactly here? Also, what the fuck is Eam's body, bro? What is this? Like, what is... This isn't even a stick figure. What? Like, is this a person? Or is it just like... I don't even know. I see... Oh, we got Amatsuki Zero here. Amatsuki Gandhi. He's an unlucky man. Wait, why is he unlucky? Wait, what? No, this is fate. What? Kamabaka Queendom. Sabo. Sorry, I know I've caused you a lot of trouble. Sabo. You're very... Okay, so then... Okay. Why is he an unlucky man? Dragon Son. I wasn't the one who killed King Cobra. Yes! Yes! Of course not. Paris thought I totally had faith in you. We knew you were innocent, Sabo. So he's taking this very seriously. Great. Perfect. Listen, when I was in marriage trial, what happened, Sabo? Speak your shit, bro. You had everyone thought you killed him, including the real people out here. Some people thought you killed him. I was on your side, Sabo. 100%. Real recognizes real is all I'm going to say. I saw something unbelievable. Wait, I can't breathe. Wait a second. Wait a fucking moment. No. The sky's getting dark. It's almost like there's something huge up there. Oh my. Is this gonna be the secret treasure? Is this Uranus? Is this... Oh my god, please don't this can't be what I think it is. This can't be what I think it is. Oh my... If it is, I will do the entire Void Century video on stream. I have to. If it is what I think it is, I'll say it all on stream, and then I'll make the video after. Fuck. All right. Hold on. Let me just clear my head. It doesn't have to be. I'm just jumping to conclusions. Oh shit. Okay. You heathens will regret this. When Navy HQ gets word of this treason, you'll all be impaled. King of Lulusia, Seki. Make sure they leave a few for me, Papa. I'll never forgive these dirty TSCB, they did not say plebs. Get that shit. Oh my god. We're not bringing Twitch chat. Does Oda Oda's on Twitch. Princess Komain in Seki. Yo, are they vampires? What the fuck? Is this dude a fucking vampire? Do you guys see this shit? What the fuck? Yo, is Mihawk from here? Your Majesty? No, I mean Lord Seki. Please just confess to your crimes. We don't want to kill you. It happened in the throne room at Pangea Castle. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. That jump scare. Oh my god. Wait, anybody else who read the chapter, did you guys get jump scared? I'm looking at Sabo and then right next to that you see Eam. I thought Eam's head was on top. You're telling me. Okay, so we get context now. We get more than. So this part, his head stops there. The entire thing is the crown. Is he a Kinokobito? Bro, what? The fuck am I looking at? That's terrifying. That was something of terror. And it's just a silhouette eyes, bro. That's like one of those shitty horror games that Sai plays on stream. Cut to the signal to the surveillance division's transponder snails. What? I thought that there was no king of the world. But the empty throne wasn't empty. I saw. So he knows. They X'd out Lulusia. No fucking chance this is the Nolan video. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Get this shit out of here. No fucking way. We gotta hold this fucking. No way. They're just out here crossing out shit on the fucking map. Is this the Nolan video? Please don't tell me. Is this? I mean, I'm trying to get words out of my mouth right now. What? It be like that? They actually just erased Lulusia off the... Oh my god, that's... I didn't... In chapter 1060, I thought this was going to be like a chapter 12. Oh my god. Already, that country never existed. They actually just vaporized this shit. Sabo? How does he survive? The entire... Is this... They have Pluton then. So then why are they looking... Is this Pluton or is this Uranus? Why? And it was coming from the clouds. What is up there? A shadow. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do a different... We're not gonna do the Void Century one. We're gonna do my... this other video. I'll do it on stream. Yeah, I have to read the rest of this, but I'll say everything I wanted to say about it. I might as well. Okay, and I'll make a video after. Oh god, I have a lot to do. Oh my fucking god! What the fuck? Yo, what? Alright. We don't know the full context of what, but 100%, this is like what I was saying in the Nolan video. Oh my god, they just were like, this island, fuck that shit. This island, deleted, gone. Is this God Valley? Is this what happened to God Valley? It never, like, what? Yo, and then Eam, is this like, Eam is the one here, right? What am I looking? Eam? Holy shit, this is terrifying. So, like, what's stopping this from happening? I can't. And this is light? Oh my god. We have reports of sea quakes off the We have reports of sea quakes off the southeastern shore. Sabo-kun? Sabo-kun? Sabo! Please beware of tsunamis. I mean, a few days later, aboard the Thousand Sunny. We're just skipping? Okay. Yo, how crazy would it be if they were headed to Lulusia and it got deleted off the map? And their log post isn't going to anywhere anymore. Wait, can we see? Is that... There's no way. There's no way they're headed to Lulusia. Cause that would be crazy if they were headed to Lulusia and then they got destroyed and then they just don't know what the fuck to do. Holy shit. I'm scared and it's freezing. Watch out for ice. Okay, so the next place is... Okay, that's crazy for a different thing. Furl the sails, the wind is too strong. Are we close to making land, Nami? It feels like we entered an island's climate zone. I guess the next one's in Winter Island. Oh, aren't you looking dashing, Chopper? Verily, Tommy. Tama gave me this hat to shield me from the snow. How did she know that they were going to go to snow? What? We didn't even know. Tama? Madam Charlie? What? I'm heading out on deck. What in the world is that? What are you? Huh? What is that? What is that thing? It's like a giant warm eddy. An eddy current, but it's going upward. It must mean a massive warm water is being forced up at this point from somewhere. Wait, what's an eddy? I know it's like something related to water. I've heard it in like climate stuff. But this looks like it's a ballooning. No, wait, are they at... Wait, warm point? Wait, are they actually going to... Was Lulusia the next island? No fucking chance. It was the... Because that would be the warm thing? Huh? Okay, from somewhere. Huh? It looks like an afro. A rapid temperature change is dangerous. We've got to run, Jinbei. We'll be swallowed up. Leave it to me. Wait, somebody's trapped in the water. For real? How can anyone be alive in there? Is it a mermaid? No, he's right. I definitely hear a lady in distress through a body of water. Oh, Sanji's thingy. The emotional... Okay, the mind rope. Emotional hockey. Another clap. Another clap. Another... Oh, man. Look at you, Sanji. Proving me right. Are you guys serious? Even if someone's in there, what are we supposed to do? I'll cut it. You better not leave a scratch on the lady. Yo, that thing's massive. Zoro's gonna cut that shit? Bird dance. What's all the commotion? Amigasa Hat Chopper here reporting for duty. I mean, okay, cuteness aside, get Chopper. I don't care about. The wind's too strong. Chopper, why did you come out? Chopper, Luffy. Okay. You're getting blown away too. Oh, Luffy's flying. Okay, whoosh, plop. A kid popped out. And that's the end of the... I like how Nami's bounty is higher than Bonnie's. That's kind of goofy. Nami's bounty is higher than Bonnie's. What a fucking troll. But, Bonney... Okay, but we don't see Vivi. And Sanji already... So that knocks out that theory. Okay. But we got Bonney. And Bonney can... Oh, so this is the thing. Oh, wait. Do I go back to... Wait, do you guys remember this? Do you guys remember Hidden Island and me, our collab? Our first collab. I said that Bonney would somehow show... Okay, none of this made sense, honestly. I'm gonna assume that this, like, balloon water thing is from... Lulusia, but like, oh man, I wish we had context of like a little bit of context. Like, what were you doing in there, Bonney? I guess next chapter is gonna be all Bonney. Okay, guys, chapter's done, but I need to. Oh wait, what? Where's the color pages? Huh? Where the? Oh, there they are. Oh, that looks so crazy. That looks fucking wild. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, guys. Okay, hold on. Guys, let me breathe. I'm sorry. I know you're here. We just finished the chapter. But did we? Like, this is literally the... Like, I can now change my thing to the knock up stream, and this is the new thing. Holy shit. I see the super chats. I'm gonna get to them in a second. Just my brain is actually just hurting right now. There's so many things. Oh god. If I weren't prepared for this chapter to come out early, I'm not prepared for my brain to be this active right now. Bro, what? Bro, what the fuck? Do you guys understand? I mean, you guys understand. He literally, this is what we got. We got boom on a map, and then like what? Oh my goodness. Oh, wait a second. This chapter's lit. Yes. Emu's red eyes like year 5. Yes. Double layered. This chapter. Oda, calm down. You don't need to go this hard. Save it. Like, bro. If you guys didn't realize, Oda's definitely in I got him locked up. Don't worry. It's factual. 1060 mate. Stop it, Oda. Stop it. Like, what the fuck? Oh my goodness, guys. This is absolutely bonkers. I never would have thought there would come a time where I'd be like, Oda, you need to actually... I tweeted this. This is the last tweet, I think, of mine. Oda needs to chill the fuck out. This shit's crazy, bro. Oda's don't this look like a theory I posted 2 months ago? Right now, my brain is not processing things at the moment. I'm trying to breathe. Dude, Sabo's face when he's speaking when Lulusia got erased. Bro, Sabo's dead. God damn. He has to be. I didn't think it'd be like this, but okay. If someone survives something like this, that's different. I don't... I think as much as I want Sabo to be alive, I mean, he is a Logia. He's a Logia. Maybe he can survive this, right? Is that how it should work? Yeah, Sabo's a fire Logia. He can survive. He can. But like this is kind of like this is ancient weapon level. Right? Like this is end game level. Would a Logia die though without Haki? Yeah, I see. I understand. But then there's the concept of like magma stronger than fire, stuff like that. Like who knows? And then they're like Lulusia never existed. Like what is, guys? This is fucking crazy. Okay, let me read the chat. I can't breathe. Let me get to the super chats. Hopefully I collect myself. I'm gonna read the chats. Does fire survive a nuke? Right, Mega. Does, like, could be light beams. I don't fucking know. The way they were talking about this shadow theories, like you could go on a limb and be like, bro, he's actually just deleting people. This is just straight up, boom, gone, just deleted. Let me see this. Let me see the chats. Okay. I need water. I need help. Like, Oda, how are you gonna do this without giving me like can you give me like a hyperventilation bag? I think I'm gonna start needing a hyperventilation bag. This is fucking wild, bro. All right, so let's see what's being said here. Fuck, my head actually hurts. Okay, so it starts with Matt Cypher with the bits. Thank you again. So look at Frankie's panel when Luffy revealed his dream, and also Jinbei's few panels later. Exactly like Roger's crew on Laugh Tale. Robin's first reaction is much she knows. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be looking at that more. This chapter was an Evil Morge 10 for sure. You're my favorite part. Thank you for being here. But like Oda. That's probably how God Valley got disappeared. Let me read the chats first, actually. Then I'll get to the super chats. I realize let me read the chats because you guys are reacting right now. You guys are popping the fuck off. Why not blowing Ohara like that? Yes, so that was a thing discussed in my Nolan video, where it's like they seem to have various degrees of what they need to do, right? And now it's like, why do they need to wipe Lulusia off like that? Because when we go back, they said the Gorosei found out that Sabo was on Lulusia after it seemed like this was decided, because they called him an unlucky man. No, this is fate, right? Like, it almost seems like the Gorosei almost is like, bro, like, we didn't mean for Sabo to die like that, you know? It, like, that's what this feels like right now. They're like, I'll get to the subs and super chats. Yo, Mr. Boost, thank you for the 5 months. Yeah, like they're like, we've traced this position where Lulusia, right? And then so they're just, it's almost like they are like, they themselves are like, bro, that's fucked. Like, they feel bad too. That's what it kind of feels like with this. So then it's questioning why Lulusia then are all 8. Is this the fate of all 8 of these kingdoms? Huh. Yeah, Ohara was made of an example of, whereas this one was just like, didn't exist. It was deleted, right? This is fucking insane, guys. Yeah, I don't even think they were targeting Sabo. Are they? Because no. It has to be for Sabo because he knew that the empty throne wasn't empty. But then they specifically, he's an unlucky man. I think, not that this is a weird one to say that the officials would clear this up, but this is interesting because it more seems like because he knows about Emu and the empty throne, that's why he got deleted. Now the question is, the timing of it's kind of crazy, right? How do they target him? It seemed like they targeted Lulusia. It seemed like whatever was above Lulusia had to be set there ahead of time. Was it tracking Sabo, or was it just going to Lulusia? This is interesting actually. Now that I think about it, what was Emu's target? Let me see that. I'm gonna get to the super chats and the bits and the subs. Thank you all for the support. I just want to concurrently go through the chat at the moment. If it was for Sabo, that means that they can fire this thing up and let loose real fast. Which in the Nolan video was just like, it seemed like there needed to be preparation, right? So is it Lulusia or is it Sabo? Based off the Gorosei, it doesn't seem like Sabo. But based off of what Sabo said, it seems like it's for Sabo. Because if I was the Gorosei, yeah, that dude's dying. That dude's dying instantly. I'm surprised they even let him go this far. If they knew that Sabo knew, I would send the admirals, right? The thing is, the degree of what so Ohara was made an example of, right? But they didn't know the truth. Whereas this, Sabo knew the truth. He saw it with his own eyes. Were they that afraid of sending people after Sabo? Because in the Ohara example, right? In the Ohara example, Clover was saying his piece, right? He was saying everything. And he was about to say the name of the kingdom, and the Gorosei ordered the shot so that the people, right, the world government didn't hear it. Because we see this situation with like Saul, for example. Saul was like very in line. He was a loyal lapdog. But then when he started thinking about it, when Olvia, when these people, Robin, when they started like interacting with him, he realized that maybe the world government is wrong, right? He got the information and he was turning. So in the Professor Clover situation, before he could say the truth, he got shot, he got stopped. In this situation, they know Sabo has the truth and they want to delete him. And this is the power that they hold in preventing that from happening. Now, what's very important about that is if this is indeed the way God Valley went down, then that kind of implies that Rox might have discovered a secret on this degree, a secret on the level of finding out that the empty throne is not empty. That is a very interesting, because now we have to, like, there's Ohara, there's Shandora, there's God Valley. Now we got to think of the other nations. There's Okyo Kingdom, for example. Okyo Kingdom is a very interesting thing, because when we're looking at this, yes, it's vaporized, but is the island disappeared? It looks like it never existed. So this is different from Okyo Kingdom. It never existed. This is not the same situation. The only one comparable at the moment is God Valley, from what we know. Is there another place? I mean, there's the mystery places. It begs the question why the Laugh Tale still exists. Wow. I read one comment and it just went off. Okay, let me try and get back. Some of the Gorosei felt sad for Ohara too. Now they felt sad for Sabo because his location was tapped and the erasure was inevitable. The island wasn't targetable, but Sabo saw Emu. Yeah. Let me do a poll. Let me do a poll, actually. Let me do a poll. Do I think the next time we see Lucci, he's going to be Admiral level? No. Nah. Usopp's going to no-diff Lucci. No, I'm joking. But I think Kobe and Lucci are going to be equivalents. I don't know. Okay, my computer just tapped out. It might lag. Give me a second. Apologize for that. Oh my god. And then this dude has vampire teeth, bro. Like, what am I supposed to do? This chapter is so much. And you know what's even worse? We don't get a break week. Is there a break week? Please tell me, for the love of God. Oda, don't give me another chapter. I can't. There's no break week. How am I supposed to properly make videos if this is the level of chapter we're getting? Jesus. This is insane. Okay, we're gonna... My YouTube and my internet is not internet, my browser is lagging out. Thoughts on Emu having the ability to erase everyone's memory? I think it's possible because one of the... In my kid hockey is trash video, I said that one of Emu's powers might be that he could access every single devil fruit power through hockey. It makes sense to me. Here, let me pull up the YouTube chat on my phone because my computer, I don't want to lag out my computer. Apparently my computer got knocked up with me, so I'm voting yes, no question. Okay, we're fixed. Oh wait, someone made the poll for me? What? How did this happen? There's nothing there. Okay, there we go. Which was the target of this attack? Question mark. Yes or no? Sabo or Lulusia? I am curious to know. So let me set up this poll. Let's see. Okay, so is it Sabo or is it the Lulusia? And the thing is with the Lulusia, I think the line of thinking would be all of the different things. Do I think Larry's gonna like this chapter? I think Larry will break reading this chapter. Giving out surveys that have no context, yes or no, the answers. It would be an interesting stream. A lot of people were saying yes off the bat. Could you explain what you mean? What I mean about what? Oh, welcome to the stream. TH Bits. Welcome to the stream. Let me using hockey. You have to watch that video. I'm not gonna explain that here because there's so much to talk about, but I would go watch that hockey video, and then also the one to watch before that is the devil fruits. Devil fruits are training wheels for peak hockey. That's one of my original videos. I'd watch that one. Dude, I'm waiting for the Boa Hancock fruit theory. Yeah, I got super busy, but we're back on. We're back on. This chapter came out early, so I can do a lot more work. We'll get to it. 51% say Sabo. How many of you guys, I need to ask you guys this, how many of you guys had like hyperventilation reading this chapter? Like how often is it that we just see islands getting deleted in front of our eyes, right? Both because they were going against the world government and Sabo knew too much. So then Day D Phantom, nice name. Oh wow, we have Oz D Phantom. Are you his brother? Now, second question is, in that line of thinking, is it are the other 8 kingdoms at risk, or is it just Lulusia and Sabo? Because it seemed like they only knew that Sabo was on Lulusia after they got wiretapped, right? Now, even when I think about it like that, then it seems like Lulusia was the focus, not Sabo, because they only found out about Sabo seemingly like concurrent to while the attack was being made. I wasn't ready for this chapter, not gonna lie. Yo, Ippo Takamura in the chat. Welcome. Thank you for joining as a visionary. We got Ippo fan in the chat. We got the Takamura in the chat. Okay. Oh God. I think I'm leaning towards Lulusia. Actually, though, it's weird. It seems like Brago just went live. I need to see his reaction. Feel free. I'm gonna drop my theory in a second, in a little bit about this thing, because one of my videos was gonna cover this. This lines up with the Nolan thing. This lines up with so many different things. Oh my God, I might have Morge watch that video now. Yes, I am an Ippo fan. I need to catch up on the manga, but yeah, I am an Ippo fan. Oh my God, my stomach hurts. My brain hurts. Everything hurts, guys. Oda knocked us up way too fucking hard. What 8 islands are you talking about? The 8 islands I'm talking about are here. That's one of the 8 nations that rebelled a few days ago. So if you remember, there were 8 kingdoms that rebelled during the reverie. So kings came back to their countries and they were no longer kings because they were cooed while they were gone. So Lulusia was one of the 8 nations. So it might be that all 8 of those nations are being targeted. Is that excessive? Yes. Why would they just use this force like that? Because it's like, you can't just cover this up, right? People are gonna wonder what happened. Emu already set up Uranus and was waiting to get Sabo's location. As soon as they found out it was Lulusia, he commanded Uranus to race Lulusia. That's what I think happened. That is definitely a possibility for sure. The main thing is about this this cloud, this shadow. Okay. Okay, my thoughts are gathering. I'll keep the poll up. I think I'm just gonna leave this on the YouTube. I'm gonna leave that poll up for a majority of it because that is one of the major questions. Bro, I've been following you for a while, but your videos weren't coming up, so I didn't get to fully watch you until yesterday. Been loving the content. Thank you, bro. Well, now after this chapter, so in my Discord, if you're not in the Discord, one, if you guys are enjoying the stream, please like the stream. If you tuned in late and you want to see the full reaction, I have my second channel, ParVision VODs, where I upload the VOD immediately after. But third thing is join the Discord. In the Discord, what I do and I try to do is there's a section called stream or chapter related videos. And what I do is I clip the videos that are related to the current chapter so you guys can, if you guys are new and you haven't seen all my videos, you can prioritize those ones. So there's Sabo, or in this situation, there's a few chapter reactions I would put you to, but the Nolan video, massive. I have to make the Zorro as a plant one because we got multiple things. Sai knows a theory. I told Sai a theory, and I bet he's gonna bring that up because it came up in this thing. I literally said word for word he can test for this. Oh! Where's my boy Sabo? Oh, not Sabo, Sai. What time are we at? Okay, this chapter was fucking massive. Let me get through my and theories. Okay. I ran out of water. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna fucking sprint. Alright, I'm back. Oh, God. Alright. Hopefully you guys didn't wait too long. This has caffeine in it, too. Fuck. I'm gonna need that shit. You can hear me run. Oh, shit. Yeah, this thing was in a box, and I just fucking put my hand and grabbed the thing. The box fucking flew, and I didn't even stop. I just fucking ran. Yeah. So actually, if you're a mod, or you know which videos, if you do me a huge favor and just in video reactions or whatever, can you just link me the videos that are relevant to this? That way I could just fast forward it to the thing. So for the new viewers, I really like that system. Okay. Whew. Whew. I love you, Bart. Appreciate you. Ultimate Waffle. One of my good friends. He loves the waffle names. I love that. I love that. Was Bonney at Lulusia too? No, right? How does she escape the holy? Yeah, that's a whole nother thing because it seems like this thing is connected to whatever just happened to Lulusia, right? Nami literally says it must mean a mass of warm water is being forced up at this point from somewhere. I mean, if I'm no rocket scientist here, but that looks hella warm, right? That looks super warm. That, if anything, I would go on a limb, and it looks hot. You know, that looks very hot. and you know what's underneath that? Water. And it caused tsunamis and seaquakes. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that that could be the warm water here. You know, just maybe. But like, it could also not be, but it'd be weird. I mean, this thing I need to see colored, because I'm not. Is it just like a balloon of water that's being pushed up? Like, what? Like, Lulusia's in paradise? Oh, that's an interesting point. Did that go through the center of the earth? I don't know, honestly. It looks like a mushroom cloud, but it's also water. Kuma's center into the water, out the other side maybe. Could you imagine just like, wait, was Bonney just... Wait, that's crazy, because Bonney was drowning. Wait, I just realized that. I just realized people need to breathe. Like, that's kind of important for people, right? It's not like she's a fishman. Was she just put in there? Like, wait, hold on. People need to breathe. How is she in there? Dude, I have a theory. Join the Discord. There's a theory section. I try to check that all the time, as much as I can, though I've been busy recently, but definitely send it in there. In the chapter, it says Lulusia Kingdom, the New World. What are you reading, people? Yes. So let's double check that. Let's fact check that, because I do recall seeing that. King of Lulusia. Lulusia Kingdom, the New World. Yep. Right there. Damn, I love this. I love having this fucking tablet, bro. Oh, this makes life so much better. Okay. So Lulusia is in New World. They're in the New World. That water could be the warm water. We got lots of warm water. This could also be... It could also not be related. Maybe it's not. Maybe there's just a volcano. Maybe. But, I think the explosion could have just shot like a vibration through the planet, though. Yeah, that's true. Just read the chapter. I had a heart attack. Oda's killing me. Thiago, yeah, me too. I couldn't breathe. I need a hyperventilation bag. It was temperature. Lucia got super hot and Strahd got super cold. Yeah, I mean, that's what a differential like that would kind of happen, right? Wait, Dax, what's an eddy? Could you explain to me what an eddy is? Why you gotta do this when I'm at... It's not me! It's not me, Trick! It's TCB! I'm just here. I'm here just with you, Trick. Come on. It's the underwater streams that Shanks uses. Yeah, that is a possibility as well. King J says, Dragon asked Kuma what happened after Karasu and team left. So did Kuma teleport himself later? Why not with Karasu's gang? Was Sabo, Vivi, and Bonney sent to 3 different locations by Kuma? It is possible. Eddie's a circular current? Got you. That's what I was thinking. Okay, so wrapping around. Got you. Why not with Karasu's gang? Was Sabo, Vivi, and Bonney sent to 3 different locations by Kuma? It's interesting, right? Because it's like, if that's the case, Sabo could have went anywhere with Kuma. We need Kuma information. We definitely do need Kuma information. Like, is he able to use his devil fruit in the state that he's in right now? Is his devil fruit still with him because he's technically dead, according to what we're supposed to think, even though I don't think he's fully dead? I don't know. Like, I with Kuma and Bonney, wait, who was in my stream like 2 days ago? Or 3 days ago? Was it Tuesday? I literally said the moment we see... Oh, man, we didn't get enough of Bonney, though. I said I promised my stream, like, in February or April or whatever, that the moment we see Bonney, I'd make a theory about her. I'd drop... I said this 3 days ago. Okay, I'm going to redact that. We're going to wait till next chapter, because we're probably going to get useful information other than her just in a fucking water bubble. But, yo, what's up, Maxo? But yeah, this is sooner than I thought. This is definitely sooner than I thought. I'm not ready for this. Typically in Eddie, like this is a swirling ball of water, would be in the water because of varying temperature currents nearby, but it's in the air because it's One Piece. Gotcha, Dax. Thank you. And also, if you guys didn't know, Dax Sake is the progenitor of the Plutonism mole theory, and he studies environmental sciences, so it makes it even more interesting. If it is an ancient weapon, what's up, Crab? If it is an ancient weapon that destroyed Lulusia, could it somehow be related to Kaido's Devil Fruit or Nazir Dragon because it reminded me of Boro Breath? Honestly, let's go to the colors, because this could be many things. Honestly, you know what's interesting? It doesn't look like a beam. It doesn't look like a Boro Breath. Like, in that regard, this does look like it's Uranus. This looks like it's Uranus and it's raining. Does it not? It looks like it's raining beams. Weapon by then. Doflamingo told that Ivankov when Kuma. But at Marineford, he wasn't like fully, right? Because when the Straw Hats returned to Sabaody, he still had enough of him to protect the situation, right? It is confusing, I would say. I wouldn't say it's like as straightforward as we make it out to be, is what I would say on that. Oda made Betty's work in her introduction Army Raised Void in one panel. Oda made Bello Betty's work in her introduction to Army Raised... Oh, yeah. Everything the Revolutionary Army did here, just fucking gone. Dragon doesn't know about Imu-sama yet. Sabo got cut off before being told. He doesn't know about Imu-sama, but he does know that the throne is not empty. He does know that. There is someone sitting on the throne. I think that in itself is enough, because we don't even know who's on the throne, right? Technically. Caribou heard Luffy's dream. Maybe. He said it's hard to hear, but he could be. 16 lasers like Doflamingo's 16 hole. Is it? Zip, welcome to the stream. And did you... Alright, I guess we gotta count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You could say that one's a 16. That has to be a coincidence. Come on. That's not real. Stop that. That's not real. Check the bits. Got it. We'll get to the chats now. Maybe the real Void Sentry is the friends we made along the way. Thank you. A person who is incapable of what? You're capable. You sent a bit. That's capable. The real Void. Hey, I mean, you know, my channel is a good place to learn about the Void Sentry. That is the topic of the next few videos and the last video. Yeah, let me extend this because I need a bigger view of what's going on here. Matt Cypher, this is speculation. I think they've been using Bonney to restore Age of Emu every time he or she uses Uranus. Also explains why Dofi wanted Law to make him immortal. So you are saying to use this attack, it sacrifices lifespan. I like that because an attack like this, without sacrifice, without recoil of some sort, begs the question, why hasn't this been used before? Why don't we use this more frequently? All that stuff. If it's lifespan, contingent on lifespan, that could make sense. Now, I would like to see, if that's the case, the Gorosei responding some way, like, we can't use that all the time, or we have to be careful of something acknowledging that recoil just a little bit, so we get a leg to stand on. Because at the moment, maybe they just don't use it all the time because they can't, right? Like not like they can't, but like there's limitations on moving whatever thing is causing this. There's limitations on the weather. Maybe like they need to set up stuff. Maybe they need to like prepare many things in place to get that, because that's the other part of it. When you see, like in stories, when you see this omega level power, I like it when there's either recoil or there's profound setup. Just a quick tangent, that was one of the issues I had with No Way Home. I don't want to spoil it, but one of the main things the movie advertised on was this spell, and that spell had no setup. That spell had nothing. That was one of my issues. It's like, there's no recoil, there's no setup. Okay, like that's some bogus shit. But yeah, that's a good line of thinking, Matt Cypher. A person who is see, you send two bits. Let's go. See, you're capable. Why would the log post point to nothing? Cheer. So what I was saying was that the log post was towards Lulusia, so they had it set to there. Mid trip, it just drops. Now the question is, because it's a little interesting how the log posts work. I actually was looking at it recently. It gets set on the previous island and it attaches to the next island, I'm guessing, but they choose it, right? So if it disappears, maybe the log post will start spinning or something, and then they just have to go to one of the other two. There's an option like that too. I'm not saying that that's what has to happen. I thought they were going to go to Vera, but the thing is, if they go to Vera is another place that would get ass blasted like this. So it is pretty interesting. Randy Troy's gag theory looking strong now. Caribou could be the narrator of One Piece. Is that really Randy Troy's been having some interesting gag theories recently. And I say gag because he calls them gags, right? Okay, Susie D with the $5 super chat. Thank you. I think Luffy wants to be king of the world. It would make so much sense. Probably why Oda decided that Sabo says that in this chapter. A Titanic joke. It's interesting, right? Because the reactions we get out of the Straw Hat, we have to now, we get way more context of what this dream reflects upon each of these characters. We know these characters. So if we say king of the world, right, is this how each of them would respond? Now, I'm not going to go through right now and like try to figure it out, but at the moment that doesn't sit the best with me. But it's not out there. It's not completely out of there, right? Rocks apparently want to do that too. Now, what does that mean? What is the meaning behind that, right? Because the last thing Luffy said was like, I just want my friends to eat good. Does he need to be king of the world for that? No, he doesn't like responsibilities. Every single time people want him to be a hero or responsible for something, he's like, nah, that ain't me. I just want my homies to eat good. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's like, I want to turn the planet into a giant cake. Like, I don't know, like maybe we have to mix Kaido, Big Mom, Whitebeard, like all of these larger than life characters who had these huge dreams and they attempted that and combine them. Maybe all of them combined equals what Luffy wants. We don't know. Let's see. But thank you for the super chat. Ippo Takamura, the $5 super chat. Thank you. What if Emu has a devil fruit that is similar to sugar? He can literally erase the memory of a country like her. Fruit erases the memory of people turned to toys. Very possible. I'm pretty sure it's in my recent kid video where basically in devil fruits or training wheels for peak hockey, where basically I'm saying that through hockey, I have this feeling that you can recreate devil fruits if you have enough lifespan, if you have enough practice, if you have enough attachment to or experience with something. Similar example, we're seeing, especially now, we're seeing Law recreating Corazone's fruit. How does that happen, right? Is it just the awakening? Is there something mixed in between? Is there more to it than just that? There's a lot of examples, but I would check out those videos. In my Mindro video, I was saying before Law brought out Re-Room, the quiet room, I said that in the near future, maybe like 3 months before, I said that in the near future, we're going to see a character without Corazone's fruit recreate Corazone's fruit through other means, and we got that. Whether it was through a devil fruit or something else, I think that Eam would probably have that. Let's see. Crockett DC super chat $2 and no message. Thank you. Does YouTube let you send a message at $2? Because I hope so. And if you do, please send a message, bro. Thank you for the support. Time Lord 20 bits. Something I noticed that's interesting. Maybe it's just me seeing this, but the non-colored pages of Lulusia being destroyed almost look like Luffy's straw hat, straight down to it being scratched at the top and the waves forming at the brim of the hat. Don't know if this will be a panel that will be reused in different contexts later, but it feels like something intentional. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. That is a very visually and abstract way of thinking about it, but someone said something recently, and I don't remember where. I think I saw it on Hidden Island stream, but he was reviewing another creator, and what he was saying that when the sun sets or when the sun's at the horizon, it makes a straw hat effect because the red and then on the horizon the lines. You know, I could definitely see how this looks like that. It'll be interesting, right? The scratches. You do make a good point. Imagine Emu went down to the cave and just put on the hat and just fucking nuked them. That'd be crazy. Not gonna lie. Let's see. A person who's capable. 3 bits. You're capable. Stop saying that. He's a Logia. The cope is hard in the chat today. Yes, Sabo could be alive. It's just the feeling of this, the gravity of this attack makes me feel like he's dead. With that being said, yeah, he's a Logia. Flame fruit. This is probably, flames of some sort. Could be alive. And I've said from day one that it doesn't make sense to restrict Sabo in any kind. He can go anywhere he wants. That was literally Ace's character. All Ace needed was a raft. And then with flame powers, he can go anywhere he wants. Sabo can do very much the same thing. What's interesting here is that Sabo had no understanding of what was about to happen. It's interesting. This is interesting. This panel is this is crazy. Wow, perfect time to get to this one. Mr. Boost, 5 months, thank you. This chapter was great. Yes. That is what I was about to just say. That mind robe there was perfect. Corey with the $5 super chat. What if Yamato is a clone of Kaido with Lunarian DNA, which explains her white hair? Yes, we discussed that last live reaction. The idea that, and then Sai's video as well, our collab. The idea that we were wondering why Oda decided to put Yamato in that chapter versus before. And one of the things was contextually it might have been valuable. And what was contextually prepared there was the Seraphim thing. So if Yamato is related to the Seraphim project in any way, which could be possible given that Kaido was on Punk Hazard 31 years ago, I think Yamato's 28. It's like, why was he there? Was he there to create a Yamato? We don't know. I don't know. All that jazz. It's interesting, but we talked about that before. And it would make sense why Oda decided to wait to bring up the Yamato stuff to give her narrative tie into the Seraphim chapter. So like if anyone wanted to go back to the Seraphim chapter and then be like, oh, he put Yamato in that chapter for that reason. Definitely a possibility, but at the moment, it's like a possibility of a thought in my head. I don't know if I'd stake too much on it though. That cringe called Eaglebaz. What's up, fam? Caribou heard Luffy's dream. It is possible. It is possible. But the one thing I'm holding on to here is he says, while they're talking right next to him, he says, it's too muffled to hear. And they're screaming right next to him. So it's possible that he hears them. It is possible. But there's this line right here where it's like, maybe he didn't hear. Maybe he didn't hear. Maybe that's why Oda included that line. Fiery White Boy, $2 super chat. Roger's dragon egg. Eam can control the dragon. We have no idea what that egg was about. We have no idea what that is. But that being said, I'll get into today live on stream what I was talking about. Dax already knows a little bit of it. I told Lord Vegeta one of the ideas. I'll do that today because I don't know if I'll be able to get the video out considering I have so many other things on my docket right now. Let's see. What if Lulusia Kingdom is on the other side of the globe? It seems like it's in the New World. It seems like it's in the New World, Crockett DC. But we don't know where in the New World, but we know it's in the New World, given on this chapter. Not, it seems like it is in the New World. Sorry. Clarifying that. Atman 2. The $5 super chat, thank you. What if that was the ancient weapon Uranus is placed on the moon, which could explain why it can be used on some island and not others? The thing is, if it's the moon, then it's visible from everywhere on the planet, on that side of the hemisphere, for the most part. So you, like, Lucia gets erased. I'm like miles away on another island. I can still see the moon. You can see the moon. We're on the same hemisphere. I would be like, yo, why is the moon peeing today? You know what I mean? That's what it would look like, because it looks like rain. It looks like it's dripping. I'm like, why is the moon drooling today? You know? And it's like, that looks suspicious. So I don't know if it's the moon, but considering it's light-based, maybe there's a satellite of some sort. Maybe there's something like that. Who knows? Who knows? Let's see. I think this is a Sky DS 5811. Thank you for the 100 bits. I think this is a panic button. It's fast and very effective, but it probably has limitations on its use, like energy requirements, recharge time, or something. I agree. Something of some sort. I'd love to see it. I'd love to get that context. It would be great. Maybe it's a Nell in the Maxim. That'd be interesting, that's for sure. So my YouTube chat is lagging, so I'm going to be looking at it from here. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for all the support, guys. Time Lord with the bits. I think it was Lulusia, but getting Sabo was a bonus. The 5 elders said Sabo being in Lulusia was either unlucky or fate. It's Lulusia. That's what I think. Time Lord agreed. Ippo Takamura, thank you for joining as a member. Thank you. Appreciate you so much. Good to have you in my corner in the ring. Van VTuber with the 200 bits. Appreciate you being here. Wow, there's a lot of... Damn, this chapter is crazy. They cut surveillance communication once Sabo mentioned the throne, so the Navy wouldn't learn more. And... Oh, you're right. Isn't that what was said? You're right. Cut the signal to the surveillance division's transponder snails. You're right. That's massive. So this is the O'Hara thing again. Shoot him before he says what the Ancient Kingdom name is. You're right. Okay, that's a great detail. I didn't do my reflection thing on the thing. This chapter is too hard to do a rerun through. We did a soft one, but wow. That's a good catch. Thank you, Van VTuber, for that. The Gorosei felt bad they had to erase a full kingdom to target one man because he knew too much. It is complicated. It's so complicated. I want more context. Oda, can you print the next one? Just hand it over. Just hand it over. I won't show them. Don't worry. Just hand it. Like, honestly, at this point, like, Oda needs to just hand them straight to me. We have a good thing going on. I don't get spoiled. He puts out the chapter. It's good. It's great. But, like, you know, too many of my theories got confirmed in this, or not confirmed, supported. I want to say confirmed, got supported. And Oda over there is just eavesdropping the whole time, apparently. Let's see. There was no map in Imu's room. So who's writing this then? Is that... Do we get Imu's fingers? Oh my god, wait, is this Imu's finger right here? Imagine Imu just has regular hands. No nail polish, bro. Not even a clear coat? And this can't be the Gorosei's hands. Like, there's some dainty ass hands, bro. Like, look at these mongoloids here, bro. They don't got hands like that. This is definitely... We're analyzing this hand right now. And I can say as much because when I went to go get my wedding ring, all the jewelers said I had women hands. And I was just like, yo, I don't need to be catching strays like that right now. But, like, thank you. They're like, your hands are so soft and they're so, like, I'm like, they're not small. They're just thin. It's thin. I did take offense to that. Oda's hands, narrator. Yo, actually, these are Oda's hands. Let me see. What if Eam had future sight and that's why the Gorosei thought it was fate, but Eam timed it perfectly? So like I'm not necessarily future sight. I would Wave Master, thank you for the $5 super chat. Wave Master, I was actually messaging you. Okay, we need to talk. Well, that's separate. Thank you for being here, bro. But like Madame Charlie, right? That's what we're getting at. It's possible. I think it makes sense for Eam to have all of those powers. ParVision's hands are feminine. Yes, I've been told many a times. But you don't want to throw hands. If you don't do manual labor. Hey, whoa. I did a lot of. I was basically. I was the manual labor worker of my family because we had a essentially not construction, but we had to lift appliances up to apartments. So like a fridge, it was just me, 14, 15 with my brother, two little dudes taking up fridges upstairs. That was me. But I wore gloves, that's why. I protected my hands a lot. Let's see. Matt Cypher. Bro, having soft hands is not a bad thing. Quit hating. Quit pushing your toxic math. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Cold Killer. Thank you. It was women too. They were all just. I was like, bro, can I breathe right now? Like, hello. No, I don't have 15 siblings. It's just me and my brother. This is me and my brother. I was 15, or like it started like when I was 11, and then it's like till present day. Hey Par, what happens when you drop? Oh, Matt Cypher with the bits. Hey Par, what happens when you drop a stone in a body of water? The water rises up after the object enters the body. This is the aftermath after the body crashes into the rebelling kingdom. So you're saying that there's mass to this blast, is what you're saying. This ass blast has mass, is what you're saying right now. I don't know if it's a physical object falling though. I think it's just like light, and it gets disintegrated, and then the explosions of it create the disruptions, create the seaquakes and the tsunamis. But that makes sense. I mean, but I think we're meeting in the middle where it's like, yes, whatever they're dealing with and this stuff is like the aftermath, right? Maxo, thank you for joining as a visionary. Appreciate you. Let's see. Matt Cypher the bits. So Par, what if that's not a beam, but a huge amount of water that the sea just tossed on the island, like an island-sized bubble dropping? So the reason why is this has a very, when something gets disintegrated like this, it looks like it's floating upwards, right? Versus if something was falling, it would get crushed. Right? And here it's kind of like the very animated effect when someone gets blasted by a beam and you see them like disintegrating into the light. It's kind of like that. That's what I'm seeing here. So I think it is like it's not a mass ass blast. I think it's a laser beam. I think it's a laser beam, but the question is, what is this nonsense, right? This seems like Uranus because it's raining. It looks like it's raining here, right? Very interesting to say the least. Let's see. Maxo with the $10 super chat. I'm thinking slavery is used as a way to harness lifespan plus willpower, similar to how Big Mom goes about stuff. Oh, so that goes back to the other person who said that who was it again? Here, let's scroll back. Who is the one? Lifespan, Emu. Can someone remind me? There's so many super chats. There's a lot of super chats. Someone remind me. I don't want to go through all of it at the moment. But someone mentioned the lifespan thing. And maybe they're using the slaves for that. Yeah, I'm thinking that's life energy. Also, why so this is a spirit bomb from Dragon Ball Z then. That could be crazy. Not seeing a crater, it's very uniform. The thing is, we don't see the aftermath, right? Like, it's just gone. It's deleted. There's no land at all. It's just... gone. So no crater. Are you saying no crater as in it's not like mass being ass blasted here? Ooh. Stock market closed. Blast looks similar to Kuma's blast biome back in Thriller Bark. Ooh, I gotta go jump. I'm gonna jump to that later. Let's see. No, only Max have mentioned the life slave energy. Lol. There's defined triangle in the clouds. Shit is definitely some kind of ship. Okay. Let me get through the super chats and I'll drop the theory on you guys. I'll drop the theory. It's not like a super crazy theory. It is. It's better in video format. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. I'll give you a lot of details into it. Okay, let me get those super chats. Then I'll think. I gotta think about this more because I already told Dax I was gonna make the video, or make the thing and then hand it over to him, and I still want to do that because I don't have the time. Damn. All right. Whatever. Maybe. Oh, I'll do it in my chapter analysis. I could do it there. I'll think about it. Sorry. Hold on. Matt Cypher with the no, we skipped that, or no, we skipped that. We got through that. Click that. Let's see. Flan D Man 91 with the $5 super chat. Oda literally gave us the tip, and no one wants a tip. They want the whole thing, man. Yeah, the knock up stream. We got knocked up with just the tip, bro. Imagine that. Imagine us being satisfied with just the tip. You ain't gotta leak it out. Yeah, I'll do a little bit. Because I talked about it, and I need to. Okay. Jaru the Chunk with the 69 bits. Thank you. Yo, Par, amazing observation, Aki, with you and Hidden to mention Bonney. Parvis GG. Speaking of Bonney, great connection to Sorbet Kingdom for the Straw Hats now. Yes. Cannot wait. Also, we assume never existed means the island exploded. But what if it was pulled up into the sky to... Oh, like a tractor beam. Can that still happen? Thinking back to the beige getting pulled up. Cheers for the fun stream, buddy. You know, we just talked about how things look like it was getting pulled up. Has a disintegration effect, but we also see like things like this floating upwards. It could be that it gets pulled up. Hold on. What is the nature of balloon terminal? Is a ruined city located on a sky island above the New World. History. Balloon terminal is a location where they lost all the lost helium balloons end up. I knew this, all this stuff. I mentioned this before. We don't get any French, German, Dutch. It's way too intact. Is it possible that this place got pulled up into the sky? If they wanted to send it to the sky, they could use the knock-up stream, though. If the Nolan video is great. Remember the great cleansing part. Yeah, I think this is like it actually vaporized, but it's not out of the question, right? Because like you said, beige thing is there. It's interesting. But yeah, going back to the hidden thing, this is the exact thing that I said. I'm gonna clip that thing. I literally said after Wano, for some reason, Bonney would show up and tell them everything about what happened at the Reverie. Here we are. Literally word for word. Some bullshit happened, right? Like, because this is some bullshit. The circular bubble in the sky that Zorro had to cut, that is truthfully some bullshit, right? And I'm not saying it's bad bullshit. I'm just saying that's bullshit. Like, that's not something you could just theorize. That's something like, oh, the Straw Hats are going to leave Wano, and you know what? They're going to come across this balloon bubble of water floating in the thing. That's why it's bullshit. I'm not saying it's bad bullshit. I'm fine with it. That's great. Cool. It's One Piece. Awesome. And then Bonney, quite literally, I just didn't know how Bonney would show up, and apparently it's through a water bubble just floating, and she was drowning in it the whole time. We're almost due with the super chats, and then I'll get back to the chat. 404. We're doing decent on time. Then I'll leak the thing. Then I'm gonna bring Sai into the chat. I think the later is better than sooner. So. I do want to bring in Sai because the spoiler side of things was so interesting, and Sai's on the spoiler side. So, what am I going to leak? I'm going to leak because, I've told a few creators. Dax is one of them. Lord Vegeta. I told a few people in secret, and I can trust them because none of it leaked so far from what I heard. This exact thing. I mean, I've mentioned this before in some videos. Obviously, like the Void Sentry video, obviously the Nolan video, but this exact thing is just like, ooh. Let's see. Time Lord, we don't get to see. Thank you for the bits. We don't get to see what's causing the destruction. We can assume it's lightning. But what if behind the clouds is the thing that sucked up Capone Bedge's crew at the time skip? Maybe a traditional UFO. Yeah. So it is possible. That is, wow. You guys sent bits at the same time, and it's like very similar. Cool. Let's see. Flandy Man with a $5 super chat. Thank you for coming out with you live reading as soon as we got the chapter. Much love, brother. Your brain is amazing. Appreciate you. Hopefully you guys have just as much fun as I have with these chapters. It is a lot of fun. Oda has created the Death Star for islands from Star Wars. It's possible. This is crazy. This is fucking wild. Jaru the Chonk. High five. Mind rope like mines. Oh, I need to get the mind rope emote here. Emu has the snail fruit. Monomon, what are you on with that one? Yeah, a tractor beam isn't out of the question. It's the White Strom, the bubble. Possible. Nothing's out of the question. Work just got so much better. Yeah, the chapter dropped. Yes, you mind rope. Yup. Let's see. A person who is incapable of. I'm gonna need you to change your name, brother. I'm gonna need you to change your name. You need a person who is capable. This is my last bit, so I'm gonna use it to. Why is there an air bubble? I'm gonna use it to say a few things. One, do you think that Emu has an ancient weapon in their possession? Yes. I think it's highly likely. 2, doesn't any type of sphere touching the ground look like a straw hat from ground level? A lighted sphere, yes. Which is why, like, I didn't necessarily, but like I see where Time Lord was the one who's looked at this panel and saw like the straw hat, right? We don't know what the imaging is, but you know, I think that it is something that should be considered because the whole thing is about bringing the dawn. That is what Oda is throwing in our face. So with bringing the dawn, it's like when the dawn comes, it rises and you see like a straw hat shape. So yeah, it is there. I think it has more legs to stand on than not, but it's not like a huge thing you have to support on. But I can definitely see why people visualize that. And 3, name Stella, by the way, not that big name. Got you, Stella. I'll remember from now on. If you do bits or whatever, see in the chat, Stella. I love that name, by the way. Myriad, thank you for the 3 months. Oh my god, my nose is clogged up. I think I got knocked up so hard that my nose is blocked up. Myriad, 3 months. Thank you for joining as a visionary member for 3 months. What if this attack is what made the knockup cave? Oh, that's a different interpretation. It's so massive. Well, they can definitely terraform. At the minimum, they can definitely terraform. So What they've used this for, we don't know. Like, one of the thoughts I was thinking is like Long Ring Longland. That's been associated with causing the Aqua Laguna. When their tides recede, that is associated to the Aqua Laguna that coincides with Water 7. Now, there's a gaping hole in the center of Long Ring Longland. What if they just zap the middle of it? In my recent video, I was saying that whatever ancient weapon can do this, vaporize an island, what if it was used on Wano? What if this was used at Eni's lobby? And the Eni's lobby is protected by something, and the gaping hole was created by this. There's so many different ways that this could be like understood, I feel like. But it is fitting that last chapter or last video I said that something like this. Whew. I mean, this looks like a nuke, bro. This looks crazy. Stella, thank you, Par. Thank you for being here, Stella. X Pro Killer X. Why does that look like Ludwig Smurf on League? Has super chatted $2. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Next time, put something in there. I want to connect with you. Matt Cypher, but I appreciate you. Pro Killer. Oh, you're a pro killer. That's a little scary. I'm joking. The only reason I think it's not a laser beam is why would the sky darken if it's light? Because there's a contraption. I think there's a contraption behind it. Clouds can cause darkness, right? Like a cloud on top of a cloud can cause a shadow on a cloud. If you've seen I used to live where there was like I could see the New York skyline, and so sometimes you would see a cloud bed and then clouds higher up, and you'd see shadows falling onto the other shadows, and it's just clouds on clouds, and that cloud on cloud is a very important thing. What if the handwriting on the map is Vivi? They're forcing Vivi to do it? That's crazy, Aton. That's crazy. Not gonna lie. Can you compare the panels side by side between the knock-up stream on Skypiea and this kingdom? Yeah. Do that right now. Side by side is a little difficult, but let me just pull up the thingy. Chapter 291 or 292. 292? I believe it's 292. Yep, 292. Let's see it. It's right here. This is what we're looking at. This is the first knock-up stream in the series entirety, and then this is this. The knock-up stream is visually very different. And then if we're looking at the one that the Straw Hats rode, that would be I don't remember this one too well. This one would be 235, I believe. Where? Period. 235. Let's see. Oh, yep, knock-up stream. I mean, guys, hello. Whoa, interesting. Oh, it was the next chapter. Oh man, I tooted my own horn. My horn was tooted. Damn. Off by a chapter. I can't believe it. How dare I? How dare I forget? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, here we go. But this is what it looks like from Nolan's perspective. I think that's more valuable, right? This one and these ones. It is significantly different. Boom, boom. There's consistency here, but that was relevant. They're all in the 200s. This is different. Ippo Takamura, you just joined as a member on YouTube and now you're subbed. Thank you for the sub on Twitch. Bro, appreciate you so much. It says, hey, Par, catch up on Ippo soon. $5 super chat. I'd love to see your thoughts on the current arc. Ippo needs a YouTube hero. Oh, hey, I'm down. I'll catch up soon. There'll be a time when I need to take a little bit of a break from One Piece around December time. I'll catch up on a lot of things during that time. Can you compare the panel? Oh, no, I did that. Oh, I'm caught up. Sai, you are here. Okay. Give me a little bit, Sai. Actually, Sai, would you prefer to be on the call while I tell them my theory, or do you want to, like, I know you're editing right now, so just DM me the answer. But I'll be looking at the chat. Danny with the joining as a member. Thank you for that. I appreciate you so much. Wow. Let's see. Jaru the Chunk. I love what Oda showed this week, but now my mind goes to things that he is yet to show, especially Mad Monk Yarouge. Right? People were sleeping on Yarouge and Bonney too much. They're going to be important. They're in the story. Like, we're gonna get them. The only worst gen we are yet to interact with, his connection with possibly Lunarian, Ancient People, Sky People, Wings, could all be the final connection to the true history. I don't see the, let's see what the thing is. This emote. Wow, that's a cute emote. Liz, ooh. I agree, 100%. Jaru the Chunk, I don't know if you saw my, my Karma video. I think the thumbnail says Karma. That's a huge reason why I think Yarouge is going to be very, very important. Danny, real recognizes real, Danny. Appreciate you for being here. I'm good either way, up to you. All right, we'll have Sai hop onto the call, and then I'll share with you guys a quick thing. Actually, it might be great for Sai because I need to clear my nose real quick. Yarouge is just, no, he's not, Shin. Stop with that. What do you think the dream is? I have to, Vikram, I have to, I like your name, by the way. One of my good friends, very close name. But I have to synthesize that more. There are some things I can live react to, and then there's some things I can't. And one of those things is this one. I definitely have to put way more thought to come up to something, because this is something that takes like the entire series, a lot of context. But I do think that we do have a lot of clues because we got every Straw Hats reaction, every single one. So I'm hyped for that. But Sai, jump into the Going Merry and I'll drag you. Oh, you're already in there. Okay. Sai is already in this. Okay, so as you guys know, or as you guys may not know, a regular thing that we're doing now on the stream is me and Sai are hopping on the call right afterwards. He's a spoiler content creator, and I am not in the spoiler realm. So what's really fun about this interaction is now we get to learn about what the spoiler community was doing, all that jazz, and we get to hear it straight from one of the best sources, if not the best source, Sai himself. Which, give me a second to set up Sai, but feel free to introduce yourself.
Oh, you're all good. Hello, everybody. My name is Sai. I make YouTube videos about One Piece, and I'm kind of okay at it. I really just talk about spoilers to make up for the lack of theory content I do. So, yeah, here I am, and I always love hopping on Par's stream. He's a really cool dude, and the conversations we have about chapters, man, it goes places.
It does. I just want to let you guys know really quickly that I will be sharing a little bit about the theory thing. I don't even think I told Sai about this theory. I'm not going to lie.
Is it about Uranus or what's up?
Yeah, Uranus. It's about Uranus. Oh, there we go. Everything's fixed now. Okay, so we showed up. We're good. The chat is showing up. Let me just shrink this down a little bit. Give me one moment, guys. Oh, my stream is lagging. It should stop in a second once I like stop interacting with my.
Good old OBS always likes to do that.
Yeah, no, it's my fault. I thought I had 10 hours to set up my computer so that this wouldn't happen, but then TCB's like, nah.
Dude, it is the worst. I love that the chapter came out so early, but I hate it at the same time.
Yeah, the scheduling, right? It's
Yeah,
it's all about
I
the
jumped out
scheduling.
of my bed and I was like, oh my god, it's time to go.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
the Powerpuff Girls, like the red telephone started ringing.
Yeah, no, actually, it's like, what is it, Mayor?
Chapter?
The
Who are
city's
you
under
racing?
attack. TCB dropped the chapter. All
Yeah,
right.
it's crazy that they came in early for one of the worst chapters we've gotten in a while, too.
Yo, you are reading in my chat right now. Someone said I'm waiting for Sai to say that 1060 which is trash.
Hey, yeah, 1060 is just it's horrible. Dude, how could you potentially like this chapter? It's crazy.
Yo, honestly, like let me just get through these super chats, but I need to clear my nose. I'm actually getting backed up, and that's important
you're
for that
good.
thing. The stream is lagging at the moment. Let me know if it fixes, guys. I'll be looking at it. Should be fine now.
Yeah, it's good now.
All right.
Yeah, you got back.
Got you. So, Pro Killer with a $5 super chat. My comment was that there must be 2 entries within Emu. When we first see her, there's 2, so each box speaking, one silent like Emu and the other alert. Ah, did we get 3? We got the jump scare one. There was like a oh, it's
The jump scare. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw that, it reminded me of when you stream those shitty horror games. Like,
Oh my gosh, they're not bad. They're just made by one developer.
all right, fair enough. The struggling this straight up looked like one of those things. But we saw
Hilarious.
Emu here, and then we saw Emu here, and then we saw Emu here. But yeah, I got you. That makes sense. The alert thing. This is interesting with Emu. Who do you think? Wait, Sai, did you notice before I go clear my nose, this hand that's crossing out the X? Did you notice that?
Yeah.
What do you think that is?
I think he just it's a really feminine hand, right? I never really touched on Emu's gender because nobody really knows. People are thinking it's a woman. Some people think it's a guy. And I think, I can't really comment on somebody's fingertips, but it looks feminine, right?
Right.
That's the kind of finger you would like to see around yourself. So I feel like it has to be, it leans more towards a woman now.
Yeah.
Which I'm totally fine with. The only problem I have with Emu-sama is just that stupid silhouette. Like, I look at it every time and I just laugh. I'm like, yo, it's an actual toothpick. Like, I can't see anything other than that right now.
Yeah, what's interesting though is there's a theory I told you about that I didn't make the video yet for, but I was going to, that kind of gets a little bit detracted because of the shape we get of the silhouette, right?
Yeah.
Because the head is no longer at the top. And now I'm a little sad, but do you think that whole top is just a crown?
I feel like no. I feel like that's got to be like the brain or something. I don't even know if Emu is human, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I'm so perturbed by I guess it could be, like Oda likes to pull out a lot of wacky things here and there. There is like that small chance that Emu is actually Yamakaji, just in disguise.
King J says,
I saw that. I love that. I saw everybody talking about Yamakaji. That's hilarious.
I'm creased. Why are we bringing this no-name motherfucker in the stream, bro?
Because we saw a huge event this chapter. We had to bring him up.
Danny says Emu looks like Poon Poon. I can see it. I could see it.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Very Poon Poon like.
Emu looks kind of like a paddle. Yeah. Osoba, James, Yamakaji, more like Yamahuji, right?
Oh my goodness.
ParVision get
But
called
like
out
the
his
eyes
hands.
really bring it back though. Like, I don't know. It's just out of every silhouette we've gotten in One Piece, I think Emu's silhouette is the strangest by far.
Yeah.
Like, there's no real body shape we can pin to it. The eyes are a mess. The head's a mess. Like, the size is a mess. Like, I feel like there's something behind it. And I was joking about Yamakaji, obviously, but I wouldn't be too surprised if the silhouette just changes out of nowhere. Like, out of nowhere, it just becomes like this big burly woman or man. Because we know what Kaido's silhouette looked like in the beginning. Like, that dude was like kind of scrubbed. He looked like a guy selling tacos. Like, I don't know.
The only reason why I say that's not the case here is because one, we're close to Emu's actual reveal, that I don't think it's as unplanned as I think in Kaido's situation, Big Mom's situation. The way I saw, and this also applies like to Warlords, when we learned of them in like the Baratie, they more or less, they were the perspective of the people talking about them, right? And though Garp was the one who was telling us, there's also like the idea that, you know, that was like chapter 350 and we found Kaido out in like chapter 700 or some shit, right? And so there's a huge difference between us finding about Emu now, and this silhouette has remained consistent in the past.
Yeah.
And so I would say in the future it might stay the same. It's just like, yes, this is very, very
intentional.
That and different, you know, like you said, this silhouette is so different. I'm zoomed in on this thing, and like if I showed this picture to like my wife who doesn't read One Piece, or like most people, they wouldn't even think that this is a person. They would think that's just a shadow. Yeah, they just think it's like a Y, like for Yamakaji. Like, who knows, right?
Oh, yeah, Y for Yamakaji.
Yeah, like honestly, like it's a little interesting. My nose is actually bothering me, so I'm gonna read the super chat and then you take over the chat, and I'll be back in a bit. So Time Lord says, don't forget this explosion explains what happened to God Valley. Yes, I've been on that boat, and we're on this boat still. The boat is sailing, boat is flying, bro. Mega Migs, thank you for the 2-month sub, appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. If you like the stream, if you like what's happening here, show some love. Make sure you share. Make sure to come back for 1061, because apparently 1061 is going to be a banger too. So, I mean, I can say that from this standpoint because I already got the W from the Bonney part. The Bonney part was a huge W, and now because of 1061, I'll be able to live theory craft Bonney stuff with you guys next week. So, with that in mind, Sai, take over the chat for me. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, welcome in, guys. I just got to say, one thing that most people didn't notice is that if you look at the page, or the page where Uranus or whatever it is destroying Lulusia, on the right side, the panel on the left of Sabo, it actually looks like Lasso from Alabasta. Lasso got eliminated. Rest in peace, Lasso. We're going to miss him dearly. Jokes aside, I don't think it's Lasso, but that dog it looks just like him. I'm rewatching Alabasta, and I'm looking at that dog, and I'm just getting like PTSD of exploding baseballs or something. 1061 Arouge coming. I believe so. I honestly think we're going to get the last 2 supernova. I mean, we have Bonney right here, right? That's one down. All we need left is Arouge. And like the thing with Arouge and Bonney is that I just can't imagine them being like, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because they're here to forward the story. But when you compare them to Straw Hats and Luffy and the other supernova like Kid and Law, it's like I feel like we just kind of like we passed by them. Like we outscaled them so heavy. Like in the very beginning, we kind of had this interpretation like back in the OG Saboti. We're like, oh, all the supernovas are kind of like they're on equal footing. They're all really strong pirates. And then for some reason, like a lot of us had the mindset that we would progress the story and every supernova would, you know, be around the same level throughout. But now I look at Bonney, I'm like, look at this poor kid. Look at this poor kid. Wouldn't last 2 seconds against God Usopp here. Arouge is more lore and less of a combat. Yeah, like Arouge was the guy that had the big crazy muscles, karmic retribution, and now he's probably just like a punching bag for Frankie or something.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Why did I?
You're back.
What do you mean?
You came back at the worst moment. We were doing Arouge slander. Nobody likes him.
Everybody likes Arouge.
Nobody likes Arouge.
No, everybody. No, everybody likes. No, you. Nobody likes Arouge but me. I like Arouge.
Okay, there we go. The truth comes out.
King J says, I'm not even excited by Arouge when we are getting banger and after banger every week. All right, valid. That's valid. That I like that take. You know, I could care less about Arouge right now because I want like Kuma, I want Dofi, I want Moria, I want Weevil, I want Vegapunk, I want Uranus, there's so many things I want, and Oda's gonna knock us up. That's the thing, and we never know what Oda's gonna give us.
Arouge could knock somebody apart, bro. Like, if you ever think about his Devil Fruit, like, that Retribution would pack a punch, bro.
For sure. Scopper Gabon. Wait, are there 2 now? This one changed his font. He said Lord Par for $2. Appreciate you.
I like a rouge.
So
I didn't read that.
So
Delete that.
if I see you using your mod powers like that, Sai, here, so let's get into it, because I think a lot of my viewers are not spoilers, or maybe they are. I don't know. But this week's spoilers cycle was crazy, right?
It was ridiculous. It changed a lot. And there was a lot they left out too.
Definitely let us know what was the process of it? Well, how did it start to finish? What was it like?
So the first spoilers, or I guess hints, that came out last week were really goofy. It was something that was very obviously fake, but we didn't know right from wrong yet. But I think the very first hint we got was I think it was like Aokiji's bounty, and somebody made up the crazy spoiler hint that Aokiji's bounty was like 3.3 billion, which obviously was not in this chapter. Like, it has nothing to do with Aokiji at all. So I was like, okay, that's obviously fake. And then they latched onto Jewelry Bonney, which I was like, okay, like maybe this is a Bonney chapter. I could see that. And then they gave her the bounty of 3.3, which I was like, that can't be the case. Bonnie's trash.
Yeah. Or no, wait, hold on. What do you mean Bonnie's trash?
What are you talking about? Bonnie's garbage. I think she's a great character, and she has like one of the best like One Piece hentais out there about her. But at the same time, just Bonney, I don't know. I look at a character and I see, big fight, big muscle, woohoo. And Bonney and Arush just don't strike me as fun characters to watch. Like, story-wise, they can be fine. They can have really good backstory, but, I'm a musclehead, right? I'm over here looking for the big fights, and Bonney can't give that to me.
Okay, all right.
So, in that regard, Bonnie's kind of garbo. But we got Bonney.
Yeah, continuing.
And the one thing that did change that was relevant to the chapter, though, was the description of the weapon. In the beginning, I messaged you and I said, yo, like, this is like, I was like, hey, this might give some of your theories a little bit of credence. I was leaning towards the elemental hockey at first, because a lot of people were saying this was like lightning and, clouds were striking them and etc. And it turns out that is not the case. When we see Lulusia being destroyed, it's actually, like, I don't even know how to explain it. If you played, have you played Resident Evil 5?
No. Did you play it on stream?
Oh, yeah.
I think I might have watched
Resident Evil. But there's one weapon you get where, like, it's a giant laser beam that just comes down from the sky and destroys everything. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Like, they just destroy this entire kingdom, and I think that's the biggest difference between the spoilers and the actual chapter. And also, nobody, I guess we even are, like, still kind of questioning who's saying what during the Sabo Imu panel. Is it the Gorosei? Is it Imu? We don't really have any clear idea. We can take a guess, right?
Yeah, let's.
But it's still left for speculation in a way.
So it happened in all the ones with the text bubbles with the shocky thing around it. That's Sabo. That's the conversation. But we're talking about cut the surveillance, signal to surveillance. Yeah. That sounds like the Gorosei, right?
Yeah, and then the what?
Oh wait, where's the what?
There's like a panicked what right after the cut the surveillance. And that can't be, that can't be Sabo, because his text is emboldened. It can't really be like Dragon or Koala, because I think it was kind of like listed differently. I mean, I guess it could, but there's something going on here. Like the dialogue is kind of getting messy. I can't tell if it's Sabo, or I can't tell if it's Imu, Koala, or the Gorosei saying certain things, or at least that what. And then when they're saying, hey, as far as surveillance division is concerned, no one detected anything abnormal, blah blah blah. And I'm like, is this Imu or is this actually the Gorosei, or was it Yamakachi?
I think the what is
Koala.
No, I think the what is the surveillance division.
Okay.
Because because they have to tell somebody to do that, right?
Yeah.
So they're confused. Probably.
Yo, what's going on?
Yeah, it reminds me of the same situation as on Ohara, right? The moment Professor Clover was just like, the ancient kingdom name was shoot him, and then they listened. And And I think that's the equivalent here, where it's like, like they don't have the chance to just straight up kill Sabo, so they have to cut the lines. And the guys listening on the lines like, wait, this is getting to the juicy part. Why are we cutting out now? You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Tell ParVision the lasso panel side.
Oh my god. Yeah, in the page where Lulusia gets destroyed, on the left of Sabo, there's a dog that looks just like Lasso. And I've been watching Alabasta, so it looks even more like him. I know it's not him, but I thought it was kind of funny.
No, I was wondering what that dog was, because to me, that looked like one of the Skypiea helmet things. The Shandorans, they had the dog things. But then I saw the jaw part, and I was like, that can't be really a person. But you do kind of see a nose underneath the dog face. You see that like little nose thingy? It could just be the dog.
Yeah, it could be like a fat Adam's apple, bro. Like back as a kid, that was my number one weakness, man. Has anybody ever slapped you in the Adam's apple? Like that hurts.
I'm glad you clarified what you meant by weakness, because I thought you meant like like you were just walking around like, yo, you see that girl's Adam's apple? I'm so weak. Like, you know what I mean?
I love it when girls have fat Adam's apples just popping out of their necks. It gets me going. My number one category, just Adam's apples.
So someone said,
I guess could tie to like the Adam tree, right?
The craziest connection. You're not wrong. Maybe the Adam's tree is the world's Adam's apple. Someone said under the emu panel. Where did I see this thing? I saw this message somewhere. My stream might have just lagged out, but they said that this looks like Vivi. It does look like Vivi, but does it have to be Vivi? No, because like it could just be a girl who looks good. She is very well endowed for sure. But besides that, so what were the other things with the spoilers? Is that like majority it? Like what were?
Yeah, so in spoiler wise, we kind of got left off on a lot of things because this week we actually did not have full spoilers. Usually week to week we get like a whole description, like a whole light novel listed to us. But this week, because of the weird timing of the chapter, they didn't actually get that out. So we were not privy to a lot of information. We knew like Luffy would say his dream, and we didn't know if he said it or not. We knew Lulusia got destroyed, and we kind of missed out on a lot of things. They only like mentioned the end of the Bonney segment. And the thing with this is I feel like everything before the Bonney segment is honestly more important. Like we didn't know that Luffy got, flung off with Chopper. We didn't know it was an icy planet or I guess island. Like there's so much that we missed out this week and this time around, in my opinion.
Did anyone say anything about the Zorro is a plant?
No.
That line gave me
the
whiplash.
Zorro part was crazy.
What crazy? Like that specific panel or more about Zorro?
More that specific panel, like the whole like big mom, green mom flower thing was kind of crazy for you. I was kind of focused on the green Kaido and the Oni part.
Do you remember what I told you?
Could be a gag, but could be something else.
Do you remember? Wait, did I told you the other theory, right? The recent one. It was about Big Mom. No? Okay, I might have told Hidden. I'm gonna make a video on this very soon, but in the same panel, two different theories were just like alluded to, bro. The Oni top one and then the bottom one, because okay, to tease this part to you guys, because I'm just teasing you guys, but the theory, the title of this theory was Zorro is like somehow related to Kaido. Like essentially, not bloodline, but related to Kaido in a way. And then we got this line, and that's why I freaked out and I circled it on the other side, and then I had whiplash from that because I was like, I literally turned to Oda, because you know how I have Oda in my closet over there. I literally turned to Oda and it's like, yo, I'm trying to get these videos out, bro. And then on the bottom of it, he calls him a green mum flower, bro. It's crazy.
It's so insane. And I like the green Kaido one too, because even if it doesn't mean the relation to Kaido, I think it is a really good nod at an old SBS where Oda mentioned that if Zorro had a devil fruit, it would be Kaido's.
That's true.
There's so many things you can look into this, and I love the first couple of pages because if you look at like old school rubber hose animation, the first couple pages here kind of follow, like all the comedic gags, they kind of follow in line, like the expressions, the way they move their arms, they move like this is so old school. Like it's almost like Gear 5th is coming into existence with this. Like Oda is really having fun with this, and it's honestly nice to see.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
if you've ever played like Cuphead or any of those old school games, like especially the panel where they're making fun of Zorro, like it's very reminiscent of that.
No, yeah, I agree.
It's a beautiful thing to see.
And it's fun because Oda like flat out said that those are his inspirations. Tom and Jerry is inspiration. So.
And I am really freaking pissed at this chapter though. There's one thing that I got so annoyed about.
All right, what is it? Hit us with it.
It is the fact that Robin was like, "Hey, there's other people in the newspaper that what you could hear about. People Luffy, people that are related to you." And he said, "Nah, I'm gonna keep my eyes on the prize." And I'm like, "Yo, like what is going on?" Like I'm assuming it could be Boa and Kobe related, and maybe even Blackbeard. But I'm like, what if there's somebody else here? Like what if more things are going on around the world? Like, what if the one article he doesn't read is like Fuchsia Village got destroyed? You know, like I feel like Luffy should have kept on reading that newspaper.
But to be fair, Robin would know if it's important. So if it is, it'll come up. Hopefully, you gotta trust in that.
That is true.
I see though. I said the same thing. I said the same thing.
Definitely go back and do this shit.
Yeah, with like get. I want more. We still don't have the Poneglyphs out of Brook's head. So all right. So I think we covered a lot of the spoiler stuff. So we'll talk a little bit about the chapter. Let me just get through some of these super chats. Got some more piled up. Scott Gabon clarified with $2 super chat. No, I'm the same. Just had to change it up. Thank you, Scott Gabon. Scott Gabon's rolling in it, bro. He got that fancy text too.
You got the copper, bro.
Yeah, an exotic here with the $5 super chat. Thank you. Appreciate you. Luffy's dream was funny. Roger's dream was funny. The One Piece is funny. Think about that. Oda is telling us something. Also, Sabo said king. Eames a male. Let's see.
Wait, did he really?
He said... So, I thought that there was no king of the world. But the empty... So, the thing is... The caveat there is that I'm pretty sure
he's talking about the title.
The title.
It's not really it's not really like this is a king or he's just saying that there was no king of the world. So it could be a queen even still.
Let me double check that because the specific line I would use to talk about that would be when King Stelly, and actually this was in my last video, in the Davy Backfight video. Oh, I just spoiled the video. But my last video,
the one that's not out yet.
No. Like I just posted it, but the surprising part is I'm talking about Davy Backfights, which I just spoiled again. But it's whatever. I just did. Right here, King Stelly says right about here. Oh no, 907 then. Where is it? Oh, it might be not. Oh, here it is. So it says, no one is allowed to sit on that throne, empty throne. You see, the kings of various nations are equal standing, therefore not control each other. 20 weapons to guard a throne. We place an oath by the first 20 who created this world. There is no king of the entire world. So this is spoken in a way that's just like general and vague, and we're not sure. Like, does this guy know about Eam? Maybe he does. Maybe this guy knows about Eam. It would make sense that this person would know about Eam. Maybe. You could say that it's implied, but I'm leaning on the side of the king part is like king of the pirates. Rocks want to be king of the world, right? It's not they wouldn't even. Let's say if Boa or Big Mom wanted to be, the king of the pirates, she would say, I want to be king of the pirates, not queen of the pirates, right? Like, that's like the title.
She did say that too.
She did say king?
Onigashima, yeah.
Right. So
when she was like, yeah, we'll be king of the pirates or something.
So, though, I would say Eam's situation is still up in the air, in my opinion.
Yeah. I'm not too pressed on whether Eam is a guy or a girl. I know some people are very adamant that it is a woman or that it's a guy. But honestly, I don't think it really matters all too much.
I think it's a mushroom at this point.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, going back to the OG theories.
Yeah.
I like that. With the body shape, literally anything is possible. It could be an alien, it could be a mushroom.
Yeah.
It could be a plant. Like, there's so many things on the board for Eam that I have no idea. It could even be like a living shadow. I don't know. Maybe Gecko Moria's devil fruit come to life. Who knows?
Yeah.
Like, there's so many different theories with Emu right now.
Emu is a mystery. When do you think, how long till Emu reveal?
I think next chapter. I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I don't think we're gonna get Emu's actual design until Luffy sees him eye to eye. I think this is gonna be one of those things that, since we don't, like, nobody even knows he exists, I feel like the best way to do his reveal is to only reveal him when Luffy accidentally runs into him, or maybe he breaks a wall and Emu's like, whoa, what the hell? You know?
That makes sense.
I feel like it's best for the Straw Hats to reveal him themselves, because the Straw Hats don't even know who the real enemy is. When they mentioned going to Marie Joie, they were like, wait, like, who are we gonna attack there?
Yeah.
Like a Celestial, the world government? Like, there's no real, like, nobody knows who their final enemy in the world government even is.
Yeah. It's up in the air, but I like your line of thinking where it's like when Luffy interacts with Emu, then we'll see it. It might even be like, imagine it's a situation like with Big Mom, right? Like, he got on the phone and then we got the crazy looking Big Mom, right? Like the Big Mom design, I think most people wanted to keep. Like it could be like that. Like, that's when the illusion was broken. For Kaido though, it was broken when Kid saw him, when Kid and Killer saw him. So in that regard, you could insinuate that Oda does carry Kid as like a main character kind of perspective, because when you think about, like, with Haki, for example, we learned about Haki, but we only saw it through Luffy's eyes. And so in that same regard, we, you know, dropping the silhouette when Luffy sees it or our main character sees it. Well, Kaido's silhouette is dropped with Kid. I'm pretty sure it was Kid first.
Yes.
Right? I think, yes. It was introduced with Kid. Yeah. So that's an interesting thing, because it now, maybe the silhouette drops, maybe another character sees Eam. But Eam is such an important character that I don't know if it would be dropped any other way. Very, very interesting. Cold Killer says Emu is gonna look like Oda's real life arch nemesis, the head of Toei. That would be crazy. that guy, because at that point in the story, he can't do anything about it, right? He can't cancel Oda's entire thing. But if he did that earlier, he could be like, "Hey, Oda, what's this about?"
Oda did say that Buggy was based off of his best friend, so I guess Emu could be his, like, worst enemy.
Yeah. Oh.
And Japanese media has done it before, where they bring, like, real life CEOs into their medias. Like, I think a funny one is there's a game called Nier Automata, and it's a Square Enix game, and the final, like, hidden boss is the CEO of Square Enix. That's hilarious.
That is great. Aton says, could Emu's actual design be revealed via Sabo in a flashback?
Nah.
I don't think Sabo's that main of a character to do that to.
He's not that main, and even Sabo, like, it only sounds like he caught a glimpse of him. I don't think he's gonna be describing Emu-sama, you know, like, oh, look at this. It's a busty female with red eyes and red lipstick, chin at a 32-degree angle. You know, like, I don't think Sabo can accurately describe Emu. It sounds like he just caught a glimpse and he was like, yo, what the hell?
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah.
It's like catching, like, a ghost out of the corner of your eye, really.
Well, and someone just sitting on that throne is problematic enough, right?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even matter necessarily, like, who or what. It's just the entire, and oh wow, like, literally my last video, if you guys haven't seen it, go watch it, because literally the whole point of it is, like, the premise of the entire world's sanctity is that no one sits on the throne. That is the piece provided by the world government. So to see that wrong is like, it's like us getting the Illuminati kind of confirmed, you know, like something along those lines, where it's just like, yeah, the UN, the US government, they don't mean shit. There's the Illuminati, right? Like, you don't need to necessarily see everybody, but, like, hey, a lot of people have been trying to confirm that, and, like, I would regard it as like that. Sabo literally was basically like, yo, the Illuminati's real. That's what happened here.
Yeah.
And the Illuminati smited him instantly. Yeah.
I think it's interesting that we don't see dragons, like, we don't see what, like, his reaction to this is. Like, we just cut off.
True.
Dragon's like, somebody sitting there? Okay, whatever. So I think the real thing I'm wondering is, I wonder if Dragon knows about Emu, because I had a couple comments saying, what if Dragon actually knows about Emu already, but he just hasn't told the other commanders? Like, this is like his main goal. Which
Yeah.
I'm not too sure how I feel about that, but
It's
I think it's
possible.
something nice to keep in mind.
Yeah. Do you think Emu's going to say Luffy when they meet, possibly addressing Luffy as Joy Boy? Yeah, probably. I would imagine.
Yeah.
John says,
He's not going to call him Luffy.
do a poll on how many people think Sabo's dead. I think we did that earlier in the stream. I forget, but I'm on the fence. I feel like this attack is so grand that even if you're a Logia, you would die. But Sai, what do you think? Do you think Sabo's gone here?
I would prefer if Sabo was dead, but knowing One Piece and knowing how Sabo's character isn't necessarily complete yet, I feel like he is still alive. And I made a bold claim in my video that Sabo is probably going to end up on Buggy's ship.
Sorry, I laughed because Kyoka came into the chat and he said, yes, fuck Sabo.
Oh my god. Yeah, I agree.
That's the
Sabo
first
much,
chat I saw and from him, and I'm just laughing. I think that, I don't think it makes sense to me. This might sound weird because, yeah, Logia should be able to survive this. Sure. He would be able to go anywhere. He's Logia. Fine. But what's weird is, like, this attack was meant to erase an island. If Logias were exempt from that, it wouldn't feel as incredibly dangerous, right?
Yeah.
So and like the look on Sabo's eyes, the thing is, he wouldn't be. I said this also in Hidden Stream. Oda wouldn't off-screen Sabo like this, and this is essentially what's like. He would be off-screened, right? Like in this regard. No, this is on-screen. This is on-screen. You could say this is on-screen death, right? Yeah. So it wouldn't be off-screen.
I mean, it's on screen for us. I think it's off screen for the Straw Hats, right?
Yeah.
Because just a minute ago they're like, hey, we don't have to go to him. He'll be fine. Like, the Straw Hats really like, yeah, it's not life or death. He has his own adventures and then he just dies like 2 panels later. Like, I just don't feel like he should die here. But either way, I feel like, honestly, no matter what happens, I think it's fine. Whether he lives or dies.
Did they exchange V-Ray cards?
Yes, they did.
So Robin has Sabo's V-Ray card.
Yes, the crew has Sabo's Vivid card. So if he did die, we would see it being extinguished because this is happening in tandem with the events right now. So you think somebody would be like, hey, my pocket's on fire. Like, Sabo's dying. Unless it just got erased, who knows?
No, it's not in tandem.
Is it not?
It says, well, okay, we don't know if it's in tandem.
Oh, it says a few days later. You're right.
Yeah, so we don't
days later.
We don't get the time. Do we get the timeline of when we switched back to Navy HQ? They should give us, if there is one, because that is, where the hell is it? It's after this panel. There we go.
Sabo is literally Pelt. I think it's funny if he does survive though, because people are mentioning that he survived like a blast when he was a kid, and now he's surviving this one too. Like, Sabo is, I don't know, blast repellent.
Yeah.
Blast resistant.
So the beginning of the chapter with the Straw Hats, the dream stuff, all that jazz, learning the news. Yeah. We don't get a time change with the Navy HQ doing that. But what we do get is a few days later, we cut back to the Straw Hats. So if they were aware of Sabo's situation, they would have already reacted. So we had to get that clarified because I thought it would be obnoxious to me if we continue to disregard the Viva cards like that, because what was the point of exchanging them like that? This is interesting. There's so many. Oda. He closed off a storyline to just make it's like multiple grenades going off, like shrapnel just going all over, and just like, hey, Seraphims, Cross Guild, Uranus, like.
Literally
crazy.
Ever since Wano, Oda has been popping off, right?
Yeah.
Because Wano, I still enjoyed it, but you have to admit, it did kind of fall off near the end. But now it's like, bro, every chapter since Wano has been phenomenal. I don't even know how he's doing it. Like, Oda's desk is probably like on fire right now. He's just still drawing and writing it up. I love those memes. It's so great.
This is like I don't know what Oda's doing over there, but he needs to chill out. I'm about to tell Oda to stop.
Adderall.
Yeah, like Oda, stop that. Stop. 1061 can chill. You know, take a break.
Like, Oda, I don't have that many left.
Will Jack with the $10 super chat. Thank you. He said, here's my take on why Imu used the ultimate attack on Sabo and not Wano or Ohara. Sabo was about to reveal his existence to the Marines and possibly the world. Can't take that risk. I agree. The thing is, like, how ready is this? Because the Gorosei were like, what? Like, that's another question to you, Sai. I don't know if you were in the stream during that time when we were discussing this, but the way it sounded like was, and I'm on the fence. That's why the poll is going to be throughout the entire stream. If you're here, if you tune in, whatever, vote on the thing. Who was the target of the attack, Sabo or Lulusia? Because I'm on the fence. They said it made it seem like when they found out that Sabo was on Lulusia, it was Lulusia's fate was already sealed. That's what it made it seem like by the Gorosei.
Oh, you're right.
Because they were like, yeah, Lulusia, he's an unlucky man. No, this is fate, right? So it seemed like it was already decided that Lulusia would be taken out.
Oh, you're right.
But on the other hand, we have the situation where, yes, right before, conveniently, he's about to say what he's going to say, and he doesn't get to say it from our understanding. We don't get a full... because they cut the transponder snails, right?
Yeah.
That's just the surveillance side. That doesn't necessarily mean Sabo didn't stop talking to Dragon. Maybe these are the last words. Like you said, maybe he didn't actually see Imu or Im. He just saw someone sitting on the throne, right? Maybe that's all Sabo was going to say. That in itself is a bomb, right? But right before, similar to Ohara, right before presumably he's saying that, or anybody in the proximity of them hearing that, boom, gets knocked out. So was it Sabo or was it Lulusia? I'm personally leaning more towards Lulusia, but the Sabo part is significant, right? Like, because the Gorosei just seemed like, wow, they almost seemed sad. They almost seemed like, wow, what a poor dude. Like, he didn't need to go out like that. Like, I know we wanted him dead, but not like by laser beam.
Hey, it's painless. It's painless. If you had to die, I'd put him out like this, honestly.
True.
I'm all about the painless death.
Yeah. Kyoka out here saying Zorro would tank this attack. That's how much of a ZKK fan you are, Kyoka. He comes in here saying Kaido Seraphim ZKK revived.
Oh, do you think that this attack here is on par to a Buster Call?
What do you mean? A Buster Call is literally the equivalent. This is okay. If this were a knock-up stream, a Buster Call is me turning on my faucet. that's the difference. Like five Vice Admirals versus Lulusia never existed.
Let me rephrase that. Do you think this is as strong as a Buster Call led by Yamakanji, though? Yeah. Okay. Jokes aside, no, this is crazy. And I don't think you've said what you think this is yet either. Do you think this is Uranus, or are you like holding back on that for a theory? Or do you think it actually is just Yamakanji in the sky?
Okay. So I was telling my chat this whole, like at the very beginning, that I would leak some of the stuff, or I would say it, but then as I was getting into it, I'm like, I need to think about this more. But if you watch my Nolan video, I predicted this. I predicted this exact. I said that will there be an island in the future just gets deleted before God Valley, and like will we see another example? Will we see the Gorosei Imu all plotting around to do this exact? While I was putting in the context of the knock-up stream, my overall point was I feel like they have a weapon, or they have multiple weapons. They have ways to do this exact same thing. And one of the things I talked about was the variations of Uranus and Pluton. Because Pluton was said to be able to vaporize an island. And the thing is, it doesn't make sense to me if this were Pluton, because the world government was searching for Pluton, right? So why would the Gorosei need Pluton if this were Pluton and they had it at their expenditure? Did they just want more? Did they want to build another one? Well, they have. If this were Pluton that vaporized an island, which is what the description is, sure. Now, some of you guys might be wondering how this is Pluton, and that's what the video would explain. Now, the thing is, the reason why that video didn't come out was because I was having a difficult time separating Pluton from Uranus in my mind. If you guys watch my Void Century video, not the pre-Void Century one, the Shadows Theory video, the very end of it, what I was saying was that if you take Void Century, so Kohaku no Hyaku Nen, Kohaku is the void part. Kohaku translates to, if you take the kanji and separate it out, it translates to, here, actually, I'll just pull up the video. I could do that. YouTube, ParVision, let me just pull up the thing. Oh wow, look at that, I'm live. Wow, there's 300 of you guys here. Thank you for being here. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to like it. Oh god, no, I'm gonna get copyright striked. Oh wait, this is me.
What's happening?
This is me. I forgot it's me.
It's like your own video.
Yeah. It's like the panic ensued. I was like, no, I'm going to get copy. Oh, wait, this
I
is
like
me.
to imagine there's like a evil par out there somewhere like, oh, yes, I can finally copyright strike.
It shows up. The thing is, it will show up on my channel, and I can choose to copyright strike myself.
Oh, my God.
Let's see. Oh, it's playing out.
YouTube is funny, bro.
Each of these kanji means separately. So if you separate... Oh, there we go. If you watch just anime, listen to this real quick. You don't even need Google Translate for that. Yes, the symbols for void in Void Century are sky and white, right? So white sky. So Void Century also means white sky. And I don't know about you guys. Here, let me mute this now. But like, I mean, look at what they were looking at. Look at this. What are we looking at? We're looking at a white sky. I don't know. There's some things. They got cloudy. There's shadows. There's something here that I'm going to connect to in my Void Century video. Between that one and the Ancient Weapon video, we're connecting to. So I do think that this might be Uranus. Why? Because Uranus is supposed to be the god, or not the god, the sky, the embodiment of the sky. Now, when you look at this, on this panel, it does kind of look like a laser beam, but what it actually looks like is raining down laser beams. It's not one beam. It's a bunch of beams being brought down and falling. It looks like rain. It literally looks like as if it's raining just beams of death here. And so what I will say, and this is the hint, guys. This is the hint into something I've talked about in a past video. I talked about the importance of where the Straw Hats went during the time skip. Now, one of the things I think I might have said in one of my old videos was there was something said about this particular place. Oh, that's the wrong. I was typing on my computer and I was like, wait, that's the wrong keyboard. There was something that said about this place. Very, very specific. Weatheria. This is an artificial sky island, and they apparently have some technology that's very, very dangerous in the wrong hands. I'm not saying that this is what's being used. I'm saying that this is a hint towards what's being used. Now, what's very important about this place in particular, in my mind, and always been very important to me, is this rainbow. That rainbow lends itself to the idea that they have some kind of light refraction going on there, because that's how you create rainbows. And so if you were to use that, whatever's creating that rainbow, and point it down into you could create disaster. And now someone was saying like, oh, like I think it's a mass falling onto the thing. Well, and I mentioned this before, if you have a cloud on top of a cloud, it creates a shadow. I'm not saying it's specifically this, but we are learning a lot about clouds like in recent, a lot of people thought when the volcano exploded, for example, in Wano, like, where's the Sky Island? I think that these clouds, these Sky Islands are very, very important. There's a very interesting connection, a few of them that can be made that, again, what I'm saying in my video, I'm not going to even take this because I don't even know how I can relate all of this per se But now I'm going to emphasize this a little bit more. This laser beam shot, whatever this is, I think it's related to light. I think it's related to some kind. And that's probably why Kizaru's beam is so emphasized, and the Seraphims, the Pacifistas, and Kizaru in general. I think, again, going back to the White Sky Century, that's very important. I think the idea of blocking light out, incorporating light. There's a reason why Annie's lobby is called the Never Night Island, because it's always light there. There's so many different things that I'm connecting here, and there's a few things. Like, if you guys will go back into my Nolan video, which is how is my Nolan video? Oh, there it is. If you guys go back to my Nolan video about
the world's equilibrium cannot be maintained forever, and Nolan almost broke the balance.
Damn, that went hard. Okay. Right about here. Where was it? I think it's somewhere in the middle area, where there's something specific about the circumstances around the knock-up stream. There wasn't one coincidence that I emphasized, there was two coincidences. And both of those coincidences seem to be in line with after a reverie, which is very, very important. What is this situation? Hey, it's a situation after a reverie. And what do we get? An island getting deleted, X'd off the map. And you know what happened here? You know what happened in this Nolan video? After a reverie, an island got deleted. And it's like, we're getting the straight, oh my god, everyone needs to watch this fucking video. Like, I don't, this, man, I didn't think that this video would come so soon. Did you think that we'd get something like this soon?
Dude, honestly, not this soon. When we got the Sabo portion a couple chapters ago, I thought that's all we would get of Sabo.
Yeah.
But no, we came straight back to him, which is something I didn't expect in One Piece, because usually we'll get like a small snippet and then we skip over for like, I don't know, a year or two, and then we'll come back to it when we all forgot. But Oda is like kind of throwing this left and right, which is kind of nice to see.
Yeah. Now, but the thing is, now I'm expecting a harder lull. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the higher the high, not necessarily the lower the low, but like, you know, it's like, you can't be going 100 miles per hour forever. You have to get to a stop sign. You have to get to a yield sign. There's some slowdown, and I just hope that part's enjoyable. I hope that part's enjoyable.
I mean, the thing is that we're about to get revealed to the next island most likely. And I mean, Chopper and Luffy are flying off there. So, like, even no matter whose perspective we get, whether it be Bonney and the crew or Luffy and Chopper, I feel like we're going to see at least a description of what the island is. Yeah. So I feel like next chapter is going to be an absolute banger.
And it being also,
did
winter,
you see the colored version of the attack on Lulusia?
Yes.
It looks like a straight up Kamehameha, dude.
Yeah, someone was saying earlier, Spear Bomb. Yeah, we were talking about Spear Bomb, because someone was saying that this attack, it might be limited by lifespan. So Im sacrifices lifespan, but that's also why they collect slaves. They sacrifice the slave lifespan to do this. So this would be an exact 1-to-1 Spear Bomb.
The Gorosei needs more slaves.
Par pillow is top tier. Bro, I had to grab this pillow from my wife today because of this chapter. I needed something to hold.
Oh my gosh.
This shit was crazy. Yeah, my wife had it and she brought it to me. But like, yo, oh my goodness, this chapter is so wild. So I think we're not gonna do our collaboration on your channel right after. We'll do that later at night.
Yes.
Okay.
I was thinking like 11:30, 12 your time, if that's okay, if you're awake.
Yeah, that's fine. I have so many things to do. So
okay, bet.
We'll do now is we'll just talk with the chat. We'll close out talking to the chat, see what else there is. Unless there's something specific you want to bring up in the chat, but I imagine you want to save more of the stuff for our conversation. And but the last thing that I was gonna say was them going to a winter island is very important, guys. Look out for a future video. But also, if you guys don't watch the anime, a bunch of us in the watch parties have been watching the opening, and they emphasize frozen log poses and things like that. But then there was also I forget when this was. It was a cover spread where it was like everything was frozen. Do you remember that?
I don't really look at the. I mean, it's kind of blasphemy, but I don't look at the color spreads all too often because sometimes it's just like cheesy things. But I know Oda likes to hide a lot of hints in there as to like future events of One Piece.
So what you're saying is you're a fake fan?
I'm a fake fan, yeah. Who?
Damn.
Wait, who's happened to the Stray Hats again?
Someone was a Void was memeing earlier and it's like, what's Lulusia? Who's Sabo?
No, exactly. I mean, we don't even know what the Marines' reaction to that is. Like, do they just forget, or are they like ignoring it? Like, I'm curious, man. Like, I want to see the Marine side of it.
Yeah. Oh my god. So chapter 1036 for anyone who cares. I've always had this. I forgot the chapter because it's been so long, but this is extremely important to the future videos. I don't use this panel, but this gives context to so much of what I'm talking about. So look at this panel. There's so many different things going on here. Like there was like that text there. I think that was supposed to be a movie. In my chapter reaction for 1036, we did go in depth on this, but it would be interesting if this was foreshadowing to the next island they were going to. I wonder if we can actually see their outfits and if they line up to what's happening here.
Nice.
So 32, we see Sanji. Oh wait, Sanji's lines up. Okay, what about Nami? Do we see Nami here? Okay.
Nami's wearing like a Gucci coat, and it's similar, but it doesn't line up.
Luffy's doesn't line up.
The hood.
Yeah, Luffy's is half and half, and it's like a puffer jacket. It's not a puffer jacket here. Interesting. I mean,
Robin's kind of lines up.
Yeah, it does. I mean, what else would you give Robin to wear, to be honest?
Yeah, fair.
The color is
fair,
black. Chopper doesn't have the straw hat thing. It's interesting. I mean, you know, these things don't have to be one-to-one, but I would be curious because what's also interesting, and if you guys didn't watch my last video or Hidden Islands Rome Piece video, is the architecture here. This architecture reminds me of like you know, this is like a Nordic country, right? Like this what kind of reminds me of like the.
Honestly, I think they're going to Elbaf. I'm just gonna say it right here.
You think they're just gonna go straight to Elbaf? Oh, that was another thing. You think this is Elbaf? Mm-hmm. But these houses are too small for giants.
Not those houses, but like in the chapter when we see the wintry things, I think this leads credence to Elbaf in a way. Oh,
got you. Yeah, I was sitting here like, what do you mean giants? These houses are too small.
Yeah, like Robin is like taller than the doorway.
Are these?
Hey, this could be a giant's dollhouse, to be fair.
What is this made for? Ants? Like, oh my god.
They're just having fun.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll jump into the chat now. We'll see what people are saying, and we'll respond to them. Sai, if you see a chat, feel free to bring it up. Kyoka says, when will Oda expand on Zorro? Bro, he did. Zorro is... Kyoka, wait for the theories. Who's Zorro? This panel is gold. What? We don't need more expansion. Yeah, Zorro is a plant. I already... At the Reverie, that was one of the first things... My introduction was... Hi, I'm ParVision, and I believe that Zorro is a plant. Like, that was literally...
Like a Disney show?
Yeah.
Hey guys, my name's ParVision, and boop, 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 boop. And you're watching Disney Plus. I think Zorro's a plant.
Yo, that's it. That was literally my introduction. But then also this line here, ParVision stream exclusive, leads to a video about Big Mom. That's a huge hint. I told Hidden Theory. I didn't tell Sai. I'll tell you after then. I thought I told you.
About Emerald City?
No. About the panel where he gets called a green Kaido and a flower.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you that after the call. Emerald City. If we see Emerald City, I'd be hype. I'm not going to lie. You read the chapter already, Silver? Yep. Welcome, Silver Crown. What's good? Let's see. The ship that abducted Bej is Uranus. I still stand by it. Hey, could be possible.
That's a good theory.
Yeah,
that could be it.
That's in.
Or that could be something related to this.
Yeah, so that's in chapter 596, I believe. But But yeah, Si, if you see something, let me know. Let me just find this
Winter
thing. 'Cause
Island equals Blackbeard's origin island?
possible.
It could be. There's anything. I mean, I have people even saying that this could be Vodka Kingdom since it was kind of icy over there too.
Oh, and people drink
Like
to
Kaido's hometown. We'll get the Kaido flashback we never received.
Interesting. Oh, it's here. There we go. It should be right around. We're running on thin air. We got a Pooh. We got X Drake. Law.
What if the Gorosei are so strong that they could take on the Yonko individually?
No.
I feel like that can't be the case because they would have just gotten rid of them a long time ago, possibly, unless they needed them for stability or something. But I still think the Gorosei are like bumbling old men.
Yeah, something like that. Wait, I can't find the chapter.
Asian old guy just kind of chills, bro.
My ParVision is failing me. I don't know where the chapter is. I thought I found it, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. The giant darkness thing, and there were like islands protruding out of the underside of it, and then the things started floating. So
yeah. The beige panel,
Yeah.
the beige cover story.
Let's get some Yaru Shine. I'm all for that. That was part of the prediction. The bingo cards between me and Hidden. Emu acting like an actual god. Uh-oh. Emu is definitely showing out here. This is...
I'm glad he did this. I mean,
Mr.
honestly,
Admiral
like,
Agenda himself.
I am on the side of the world government. Like, if I had to pick a side in like One Piece, it's gonna be the world government. I think they're doing the right thing, to be honest.
Okay, here's the question.
Yeah.
Is it all 8 kingdoms that are going to get this treatment, or is it just Lulusia?
I hope so.
Okay, memes
all 8
aside,
kingdoms are
Sai.
eliminated.
Memes...
No. Memes aside, I hope it's all 8 kingdoms. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Wait, why?
If the 8 kingdoms are rebelling, like, I don't want that. Like, these guys were associated in the Reverie. Like, these guys were over there. If they're now rebelling against the world government, let's just get rid of them, dude.
But the kings returned to the kings that were on at the Reverie returned essentially homeless, and they also got caught up into this too. You're just fine with obliterating them too?
Yeah. They leave no trace. I mean, I don't know what you're expecting. Yeah, like, I mean, if the country's the country is the people, the king is the figurehead in that, and he represents them and whatever.
Yeah.
But once the kingdom starts rebelling against the king and the world government, honestly, just get rid of them. Like, if you don't have the force to spare, because even Akainu said, hey, we're spread kind of thin. Like, we can't really control every scenario with cross guild, the 8 countries rebelling, and the news going around. Like, if you don't have the manpower to spare, just get rid of it.
Do you think that there's a world that they did this because they couldn't Buster Call it because they were spread so thin? Or do you think that this was a must?
I could see that being the case.
It's interesting.
They couldn't, yeah. They didn't have the forces to Buster Call it. Yamakanji's over there with Boa Hancock and stuff.
Yeah, like they came, like they were like, we need to go to Lulusia. The Gorosei was like, that was the order. The Marines come back, like, we don't have enough manpower. So Gorosei, oh, wait a second. Hold on. What if this is, hold on. What if this is what this meant this whole time? The 5 elders are at your service. Have you decided upon another light to be erased from history? Simply state the name you wish stricken. Oh god, I just X'd out.
Oh, like, you think he might have chosen Lulusia a long time ago?
Yeah, what if that was the original plan the whole time?
That could be true, but he did have, like, a knife through Vivi, and I don't know, like, it seems so geared towards a person that I feel like if it was Lulusia Kingdom in the end, we would have at least, like, seen a more conclusive answer.
Yeah.
But I'm fine with that too. I think that's totally possible, but it also brings in a question of why Lulusia Kingdom before they started revolting.
Well, they revolted prior, right? Because we were introduced.
Was it prior?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was here.
Oh.
The introduction right here.
In the Reverie?
I'm pretty sure it was right before the Reverie, right? When we saw all the revolutionary. We saw Peachbeard. Remember?
Yeah.
I believe that was right before the Reverie. I don't remember. Was it 901?
You're pulling out these chapters left and right. Even if it's not like the correct chapter, you're like so on point. It's kind of funny. I'm looking at it like off the side. I'm like, damn, like he remembers all this. Like, if you were to ask me, I'd be like, oh, chapter 205. Yeah.
205. Nah, 205 is Arabasta.
Hey, have a good night, man.
Oh, 904. God damn it. Right here, right? This is where Peachbeard, and he has the Momo belt and everything.
Yeah.
So, Port Town, Lulusia Kingdom, Grand Line. Oh, and we got it confirmed here, Grand Line. Wow, this is a beautiful place. I mean, it's not anymore, but it was. It was.
I'm glad it's gone.
Oh, yeah, sure. Of course you're glad it's gone. Yeah, here we go. It's right here. So it already got revolted. By the time they were done, it was over. So this is already cleared. This is...
Wait, is it revolted? Like, is it just because the revolutionaries were there?
That's the question. Why was Lucia chosen? Because 904, right? To only 2 days, so this is 2 days before the Reverie.
Yeah.
And towards the end of the Reverie, or wherever this is, the light. Have you decided about another light to be erased from history? That it almost like, is this not a light being erased? Like, it sounds like this was preordained before even Sabo.
But I feel like there's no reason to erase Lulusia just from this, because it looks like the revolutionaries are kind of just passing by. Because beforehand, like when Peachbeard is attacking, they're still like looking for the king. They're like, hey, the king kind of took all the best soldiers with him and whatever. It doesn't seem like they're actively revolting at that very moment. But I guess the revolutionaries could have swayed them right there. But I don't know how Emu would know about that.
Yeah, it's interesting because this is something we won't. I want more context. We won't get context on this.
Yeah.
Because there's no way to get that's the whole point of this. It never existed. So there's no way for us to learn more until we get to the Holy Land. There's one way. There is one way, but I doubt it, because if that were the case, Sabo wouldn't be here. Because what I was gonna say is, if he overheard, right, in this scene. If this is how he knew, because he said he saw a king or someone, not a king, he saw someone sitting on the thing. This might be where Sabo came in. And so if Eam answered Lulusia Kingdom, right, then why would he go there? Right? If it was to protect them, maybe it was to protect them. And he didn't quite grasp the gravity of what that meant, right? Because if Akainu says, let's go there, he's going to send admirals. He's going to send marines, right? Sabo just fought admirals, and we don't know the context of that. But if he went to Lulusia because he wanted to defend it against whatever was coming, that might be why he was here. He misunderstood the context of a light being erased. That could be a situation here.
That could be a situation. I agree with that. I like that one too.
Because we also
came here to defend them.
Yeah, because we get the situation. Eam is in the Chamber of Flowers. There's one time he actually gets to the throne, and Sabo says he saw somebody on the throne, right? So if this was the scene where he spied on and he found it, he might have heard the place that was being erased, and it might have been Lulusia, and he just, like, you know, the Gorosei didn't seem like they knew that he knew, right? So it might be that he just heard this, like, you know, kind of like Nami in Orochi's castle, kind of like listening in, that kind of thing, like that style. And yeah, he just ended up there, and then the Gorosei are like, what an unlucky dude. And then they say, no, it's fate. So that might be... So then how would we learn about that? Through any other way. The only way would be if Vivi was present. But that doesn't make sense either.
Vivi, I feel like if Vivi was in Lulusia, we would see it.
No, not in Lulusia. Present with Sabo.
The throne.
Yeah.
That could be it, because we don't really know the time frame of a lot of the Reverie. It just kind of happens.
Phantom Greyfire, welcome. He said, I figured out Eam's true identity. It's Sai.
Honestly, I've agreed with everything the world government has done so far, so I mean, I might as well be. If a country is giving you problems, just erase it, man. Don't even
you do seem to agree with them quite often, if I do say so myself.
Blackbeard is gone. Emu took all the glory. I feel more hyped about Emu now instead. W for the world government.
So many people...
Here's the thing.
Okay, you go,
yeah,
Mr. Eam himself.
I was gonna say, like, I think Blackbeard is still a big thing in One Piece, because, like, Emu is always gonna he's gonna be like the final villain or whatever. But I feel like Blackbeard is something like you can fight off, and we'll have a more like one-on-one fight between him and Luffy. Emu, like, I'm not even too sure of. Like, how are we gonna take this man down? Does he even fight? Is it just weapons? Does he just control the world government? I think Emu is very hype, but I don't think it detracts from Blackbeard per se.
I think Blackbeard's more exciting. Emu is more scary, right? Like as an end stage villain, like this isn't even that fun to fight against. If I'm being honest,
yeah, like how do you fight this? Like, imagine he does this to the Sun Ego. Like, how do you get past this?
Yeah, like
it happens so fast.
I was gonna ask you, do you think Blackbeard can throw up like a black hole and just absorb everything? Like, is that a possibility here?
I feel like if Blackbeard got hit by this, I feel like only he would survive, but just even barely. Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't think, because Blackbeard is kind of naive in a way. Like, he takes a lot of random hits. We've seen him take hits from like Whitebeard. We've seen him take hits from like Ace and etc. Like, Blackbeard isn't always the fast-witted man that we know him to be. So I feel like he would just kind of stare at this and then get shot down. But I'm not too sure.
Yeah. Oh man, there's so much to go through.
Even the same with Luffy. Like, would they instinctively know to dodge this, or would they just like stare at it like, wait, what's going on?
Yeah, this is. Oh my goodness, bro! This chapter, like we're gonna have a long collab on your channel today.
I hope not. I'm looking. I was like, it's gonna be 1.5 hours. It's not 2 hours again.
I mean, last time was your fault. You were on this Yamakaji hype.
The Yamakaji hype, and here we have the Emu hype. Like, the Marines are winning, bro. Seraphims and everything. I think the world government is freaking goated.
The thing is, what I was gonna say before was, people thought that Eam was just a figurehead. There was this healthy amount, and this is not. This is not. This is, look at this. This is a thing of nightmares right now. This is, like, I know all of you guys, if you guys didn't buy your ParVision pillow yet,
oh my God,
to protect you at night, you're going to need one. You're going to need one to protect you against this menace, bro. You don't want your light to be erased, and that's what the pillow is for. If I were to make a commercial, it would be including when this gets animated, it's going to be like, do you want this happen to you? You don't, do you? Well, the only protection is the booty call pillow. The pillow.
Not even pillow talk anymore. It just keeps on evolving.
Yo, this. Oh my God, I can't wait to see like all the other reactions too. Just the benefit of being first.
I was super hyped, man. Like, it's one thing to read that Lulusia got destroyed, and it's another thing to actually see it and actively cheer it on. Like, I was so excited when this happened.
Yeah.
Like, all these like random civilians and farmers, like, finally they're out of the story, man. Papa, I'm scared. I don't really care, man. Be gone. Be gone.
What a great way to start winding down the stream. So I'll end in like 4-ish minutes. And I just want to say again to all of you guys, if you tuned in late, everything is posted on my second channel is ParVision VODs. If you're not in the Discord,
with the time. It's so good. It's so good.
It's just a thing. Yeah. So
I agree.
If you guys aren't in the Discord and you guys are blowing up with theories and you want to share it, come to the Discord, make sure to share it. Sai over here is just a random guy, but he's a random guy who's at the king of spoilers. I would go on a limb and say he's the emperor of the underworld, one of the emperors.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
the Wapole of One Piece.
You don't have to be Wapole. I said that he's literally like Doflamingo, where he's just like underneath not pulling strings, but you know what I mean. And so if you want to join his Discord and you're opting into the spoiler world, but also definitely join his channel. He's really respectful about the thumbnails and the titles and not spoiling you if you're just following him. So he does a great job with that, and that's why I talk to him, because I don't read spoilers, but I love hearing especially after the chapter, like hearing the craziness that happened during this week. Like, and this week was, like you said, it was the shortest spoiler cycle week in recent history, and it was still wild. I think you told me like people were name dropping me a little bit. Like they were like,
people were name dropping you, like, yo, like he's gonna love this chapter. Like I agree. You love. I remember you told me at one point off stream. You were like, "Hey, I love it when countries get destroyed and we see innocent civilians just get maimed." And I said, "Yo, Par is gonna love this."
Yo, this is why people think I'm evil Morge, because of this bullshit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yo. Yeah, John Smith, Sai is the Yonko, a spoiler One Piece YouTube. Bro, Sai is definitely there.
I love spoilers, bro. I spoil movies and TV shows too, so it's not like I'm not like doing this specifically for One Piece for like views or anything either. It's just I love spoilers, man.
Yeah. So
all my heart, I just love spoiling stuff. Like I actually, if I had a devil fruit, it would be the rot fruit, because
wait,
all of the fruit in my fridge.
Shinobu's fruit?
Yeah, because everything in my fridge, before I got married and stuff, everything I owned was like always expired and like rotten. Like I would have things in there for so long and they just rot. I would spoil it.
I have my own story. I'll share it when you stream on Twitch one day. Just remind me about the spoil thing and I'll tell you. It's a funny story. But Par definitely approves of oh my god, I definitely remember him explicit. Phantom Greyfire! Phantom!
I remember that too, Phantom.
Phantom, you are abusing this wrench right now. Morge is definitely also a fan of Islander Racing Genocide. See, this is why I'm good Morge and he's evil Morge, because I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, so you know, a few last things. I have a bunch of videos coming out, and also if you tuned in, you missed towards the end, like last like 45 minutes, I did drop heavy teasers into my future videos that have, like, if I got those videos out, this chapter would have just been written by me essentially. That's the, like like that would be the difference. But obviously time-wise, I'm glad the Nolan video at least stuck. Like, that shit is crazy that this happened, because I said we were gonna get an island destroyed and we did. It's crazy. So to look forward, I'm gonna restart my chapter analysis this week, 1060. I have time this week. And then the next thing to look forward to would be me and Sai, what we typically do I have the knock up stream where Oda knocks us up. So thank you guys for listening to that. It's chapter 1060. Bro knocked us up like 15 times. I think every page was almost like a knock up. But that being said, afterwards, I get my ideas out, the theories, discussions, talk to you guys. Thank you all for all the support, the super chats, all the new members. Really appreciate that. All the new subscribers. And, then I bring Sai onto the call so that we can discuss the spoiler stuff, discuss some like on the surface things, clean it up a little bit. And then we hop onto Sai's channel and we record a video that gets posted on his channel. So if you aren't subscribed to him or you haven't checked it out, for the last like few chapters, I've been on Sai's channel talking with him. I think a lot of people like it. It's always, if you guys enjoy those streams, please let us know in the comments, because we are trying to make that regular thing. But we also don't want to, like, you know, overwhelm you guys with things. So if you guys are enjoying that, let us know. But yeah, we're gonna Sai.
Yeah, we'll it should be up tomorrow, and here in the chat I'm gonna link my channel as well in case you guys want to find it. On YouTube you can search me up by looking up ParVision, and that's usually where I post all my videos. But yeah, thank you for having me, man. I really appreciate it, and thank you everybody who came in, who donoed, who joined, and everything.
Yeah, definitely.
You guys are freaking awesome.
Love all the connections, love the communications, and see you guys soon. We'll see you guys very, very soon. So thank you guys for being here. Have a good one. Stay safe. And see you guys Sunday. Oh yeah, Morge is stream. Oh, I should have plugged that in. Me and Morge are streaming this Sunday at 3 p.m. Come there. Yeah, that too. All right. Oh wait, actually give me 1 second before I end the stream.
Oh, shout out to you're probably not here. I got my very first membership just now.
Oh wow!
Randomly, Reaver Beaver. Thank you for the membership. I don't think you're here, but I really appreciate it. Thank you for being the very first person. I've had it up for like 2 weeks now, and you're number one.
Hey.
Hopefully it's not awkward being at the top by yourself.
Shout outs to you. Thank you for being